Happy Tuesday. I slept terrible last night.
It must have been the night because I slept terrible as well.
Yeah, no, I was not feeling good when I went to bed last night. My stomach was not doing good. And Julie went and dropped her parents back off at the airport yesterday, which is sad.
I'm coming to the event in September.
Becca, yeah.
Woo!
Um, we listen and we don't judge. So Julie dropped her parents back off at the airport early in the morning, and so I said goodbye to them. And then I jumped in to go to work. And Julie said when she got home, she's like, "I swear I didn't think you were gonna be. I thought you were still gonna be laying in bed.
I was expecting the
She
car to still be in the driveway
thought I was calling off.
because I knew he didn't feel good.
I didn't feel good, but
He's
like,
doing good now.
well, Wednesday and Thursday, if I call off today, I would have had to have gone in another day. There's
Right.
I got
And
I
that
got
stinks. You don't
yeah.
like that.
I got work on Friday that I can't miss. So,
All right, here we go. First
first giveaway.
giveaway is now live. So if you have a U.S. address, get in on that first giveaway.
People are already
It
putting
pays your
offers.
shipping if you win a giveaway. And then yeah, take a look at
Let's look at Julie. She's over here talking.
shop. So it's that little button down in the corner. Click on shop. When you do that, it's going to bring you to the buy now. Click on the buy now, and then you can scroll through, see everything we've got.
How many items are in there right now?
Currently 168. There was 169, but somebody bought something.
168 items, and there's if you're searching for
grails, so go shop some grails. There's some good stuff in there. Amazing stuff in there.
offers are on almost everything
Offers are on
except for Grails.
Grails. Sorry, guys. If the Grails don't sell, they're going to our July 5th pin event. So,
And you can trade for them there.
if you're new here, I'm Julie, but I'm also Thor and Fancy's mom, and Thor and Fancy are here today as well. So they're having some window time.
Doesn't that pool look inviting?
It does. It's so shiny. So yeah, they're here with us.
Yeah, Thor and Fancy are just chilling in front of the window. But yeah, no, it's flip it back around here. No, it's good.
Yes,
I
that's not our land back there.
no, I wish I was.
That's
If
not-
that was my land back there, we would have a streaming shed in the back.
This is Florida.
Yeah, this is
so-
Florida. They haven't built on that land yet.
It's gonna come.
It's coming.
Are the cats for sale?
No.
No.
Pool
I'm
party.
watching from my pool in New York. That's amazing.
Pool party at
You're
Figment
living
Guy's
your
house.
best life.
We have I like what was it yesterday? Monday. So
Yeah,
yesterday.
Monday.
So I went to work yesterday. I priced pins and I literally priced pins up until about 9 o'clock last night. So I got off work at 2, went to work 6 to 2, then got off work at 2, stopped, ate dinner, and then went, hey Cindy, went all the way through till 9 o'clock pricing pins. So I have 2 buckets completely filled of new stuff that you guys have never seen. And that's gonna kind of take up Friday show and Sunday show. So be on the lookout on Friday and Sunday. I'll have the pictures posted where you can circle what you want at that 10% discount. But yeah, I pulled some stuff for some dollar starts, carded stuff.
Carded stuff.
So not boards, but I pulled that. We'll do that towards the end of the show for you guys if you stick around.
Yeah. And then oh gosh, I was going to answer that question. The grails that are in the bin are not going to be auctioned off, so those are just there for instant purchase. Today's dollar start day.
Yeah.
So
So if you join us on any Tuesday,
yes.
it is always a dollar start day. So we are legitimately only doing dollar starts today.
Right.
It is an auction. Nobody requested any of this, and even on the days that we do, like where people request a pin at a 10% discount, anybody can bid on it.
Yes.
It's up for grabs.
It's a live auction.
Yeah. Past that, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Rich from Figment Guy Pins. I'm gonna flip it back over to this pretty lady.
And I'm Julie with Figment Guy Pins.
So we've been on the app for 3 years now.
Yes.
We had our anniversary May for 3 years, and yeah, it's fun. We have a good time doing this. We love to talk about Disney. We love to talk about pins.
Yes.
We love to talk about anything pretty much
We
today.
are going to auction off the pin boards. You're going to have the option to pick a pin off the board if you are the winning bid. So we will be doing that. You guys saw that on Facebook or on Instagram. And
Then
that's
if you
what we're
did,
doing.
and if you didn't see that, I'll show
Then
you
it'll be a
where
surprise for you.
it'll be a surprise.
Great.
But I will show you. I said the boards were good. Are the boards good?
They're fabulous.
I said the boards were pretty good. I had a lot of people telling me, like I said, pick which board you want.
Yeah, they're fabulous.
Morgan was here. Morgan got some
Hades.
Hades.
Grails.
Yeah,
Yep.
the other day off the page Hades.
Yeah, 45 seconds to get in on the first
Um,
giveaway.
We're gonna
Get in
be
on that.
yeah, but I went and Morgan saw the pictures about that was the thing. Morgan saw the pictures with all the Hades that's on it today. Like I said, I got a Hercules is in this collection. Mulan is there's a lot of in this collection, and then it's like everything.
Yeah.
So
But we're gonna run the boards 10 times each, and then we'll do a last chance board at the very end. So if there was something that you missed the first time around, you have an option to bid on it again a second time towards the end of the auction.
yes,
Everything, if you're new here, everything is combined shipping. So it's all based on
already got a fragment here.
yeah, just Goblin.
Just Goblin, congrats.
So yeah,
Don't forget to clip your coupon.
giveaways running.
We don't just start with one giveaway. We always run with 3 giveaways. Spoiler alert, 3
Sarah
giveaways.
Gotcha's, congrats, you got that first giveaway. You
So
also have free shipping on us.
yeah. So now we're gonna run Julie, what's better than 1 giveaway?
How about
2
you?
giveaways.
There we go.
So getting back to the what's coming up down the pipeline. Friday is going to be a mix of all kinds of stuff. I made a video today. If you saw it with the Disneyland castle pieces, those will be available in Friday's show. Just so you guys know. I priced that all today. Love that set. One of my favorite sets they've done. But that'll be coming up on Friday's show. And then a mix of all kinds of different stuff. Like going through just when I was pricing it, anything you can kind of think of as far as like just availability for it.
Yes, tons of stuff.
Mhm.
Richard's been getting lots of things in for you guys, so there's a lot of variety.
I had somebody else that
Huge
reached
variety.
I had somebody that reached out to me about a collection. They're getting their pictures ready. And then I had another person reach out to me about a collection. Listen to this. This is what this person collected. Rapunzel,
Okay.
Ariel, Maleficent, and Stitch. All of the pins are those 4 characters.
Nice.
Oof.
Oof.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes, we are from Cleveland originally, back in the day. We're in
Do you ever
close
get
to Orlando.
Orlando UK pins?
Sometimes, usually in collections. I don't outright just go and buy like the Pulse Studio pins, the Artland pins. I don't buy them, but I get them in collections all the time.
Yes.
Um,
Totally trade for that at pin events.
Yeah, that one was quite a combo. And then the other person has like a little bit of everything. But they're not looking to they got to get everything organized. It's gonna be like another month. And then we have like the lady in Nebraska. We still have stuff a little bit left for her. Not much though. I think you put the rest
Some
of
of
her
them are
stuff
in
in the
the
buy.
bin, yeah.
I think the rest of her stuff's in the buy it now. The rest of her stuff's done. You guys bought it all.
Do you have any of the
Thank you.
Cinderella's 75th anniversary slippers puzzle? No.
No. Well,
They might be on board.
I'll tell you this.
We've not run those in a
It's been
while.
a hot minute
Yeah.
since we did the Pinfolio Elite filled with mystery and the Pinfolio Elite filled with hidden Disney, hidden Mickey's cast lanyard stuff.
Right,
It's been like
That's because somebody has an addiction to purchasing and getting pins. So
yeah. Well, yeah. So that's the one thing that we
yes.
it's not even an addiction to purchasing things. When people come to you with a collection and you're basically trying to make it work or see what it is. That's the number one difference between us and other people that buy collections. You might say to them, what's your offer? I ain't doing all the work
Right.
to then have you go to sell it to somebody else.
Yeah.
You tell me exactly what you want and I will do my damnedest to get there. Plain and simple. That's just how it is.
Definitely.
So if you guys didn't see, this is another one of the new Roosevelts that I got. This is Fantasia, and I love this shirt so much.
Happy early birthday.
Oh, Olivia, yeah, happy birthday. So past that, we will not have a show next Tuesday.
Yes.
Just so you guys know, are aware of it. The 24th, we will not have a show on that Tuesday.
If you're new to us, we have shows 3 days a week. So it's always Tuesday at 6 p.m., Fridays at 6 p.m., and Sundays at noon.
Mhm.
But next Tuesday, we're taking some family time. So
Yeah, we're doing something with the family. Probably wouldn't be back in time to even come close to doing a show.
right.
So
So you guys are off the hook on
you guys are off the hook
Tuesday.
next Tuesday. We won't be there.
But don't miss out on Friday, because Friday we're gonna have a buyer giveaway that'll be open for everybody, including international,
So can I talk about
and
this?
it's huge.
Okay, so Disney's running an event. Is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it is called
Once Upon a Summer.
Once Upon a Summer. So we're like, oh, what can we do? You know, Whatnot was like partnering. What do we want to do? What can we give away that's kind of crazy? Do you trade pins on your Facebook page? No.
No, because we have access to pin events.
I go to
It's
pin
easy
events
for
and
us
show.
to use.
Wow.
Okay.
Everyone hit hold on. Everyone that hit fragment here, go clip your coupon.
20 seconds to get in on the giveaway before it runs.
Um
But going back to next
so
Friday.
next Friday, we're not going to have a show on Tuesday. Next Friday, we will be giving away a $500 Disney gift card that primarily what we're looking at is it's done as why are you giving me that look?
Because of how you said it.
Well, we're giving away a $500 Disney gift card. Primarily it's to buy
Graceful 77, congrats. You got the giveaway.
so basically it's to say what's better than two giveaways? Three giveaways. Do a third one. It's basically to say you could buy a 3-day pass to Disney. That's what it's kind of for. But it's going to be in the form of a $500 gift card. So if you have not bookmarked Friday's show, get in there and bookmark Friday's show.
Yes.
I'm going to be slinging deals.
And it is a buyer giveaway. So you do
Yes.
have to make a purchase at some point in the show.
So a purchase would have to be made in the show.
Yes.
We're gonna do some stuff. We'll maybe do some flash sales, some of the cool flash sales off the board like we've been doing for you guys. So yeah, it'll be a buyer giveaway, but it is not this Friday, next Friday, the 27th.
Yes.
27th.
So it'll be a lot of fun. We're very excited. It's a Whatnot sponsored giveaway. So we are so excited about that.
Are you gonna have bags of traders available at any point in the store?
Maybe. I'm waiting on my guy. I have a contact.
Julie's got a guy.
I got a guy.
And it's not me. It's a different guy.
Yes.
This guy, we're waiting.
Once Upon a Summer is a theme that Whatnot chose for a special event that they're doing. So it's an online event here on Whatnot.
There's going to be all kinds of cool
all kinds of sellers,
giveaways, flash sales, all kinds of stuff. Get some crazy deals. I met a wonderful couple that had Asian, and I was going to the monorail when they were coming off the monorail, and they couldn't believe they saw like that I was there. I gave them each one of the kids a pin, but they had their flash sale stuff on them.
Oh, that's so much
The
fun.
mom won the Stitch power bank.
Yes.
And the daughter had a Stitch crossbody
Yes.
with Stitch pins on it. So she was excited about that. So lots of that kind of stuff. So social media, where can you find out when we post stuff? We post videos about where to like get all this stuff to get in on the $500 gift card, to get in on the 100,000 member giveaway. Because by the time we come back next Friday, we will have 100,000 members in Pin Trading Disney. The best Facebook pin group that there is. 98,600 members.
Crazy.
We will break 100,000 members, which is insane.
That is
It's
wild.
absolutely insane to me. And yeah, so if you are not part of Pin Trading Disney and you want to learn more about Disney pins, it is the best place to learn about pins. Besides, there's one other place that you can learn a lot about pins. That's from the Figment guy on Instagram. I don't know if you know who he is. I hear he's a cool guy. Julie is the Figment guy's wife on Instagram. I post about pins. I post about Disney. Julie posts about our cats. She needs to get better about posting more pictures. I want daily cat pictures. I think Julie needs to get better with the daily cat pictures. On TikTok, I am the Figment guy. On YouTube, I am the Figment guy. On PinPix, Trusted Seller, Figment guy. So let's talk about pin events here in Orlando. Not only do we run the best Facebook pin group that there is. We run right now bi-monthly pin events here in Orlando. So every other month we run a free Disney pin event. Julie, how much does it cost to park?
You said it. It's free.
It's free. How much does it cost to get into the event?
Completely free.
Completely free. If you are a cast member with Disney or you are a team member with Universal and you flash us your cast ID, we're going to give you 5 free raffle tickets for our hourly giveaways because you guys are awesome. Our featured vendors are the ones that kind of help us keep this free. So let's give a shout out to them. Thanos is Right Pins, Pin Pinning Ghost, Pinning Magic, Kenny Pins, Pins Collecting, and Fins and Pins. You can't be there on July 5th. When do we have other events here? September 6th and November 8th. Those are our only.
Finish off our year. Yep.
Those are our Figment Guy only events. Starting tomorrow, if you are looking to get a table for a Figment Guy event and you just want one event table
For 2026.
for 2026, we are doing every month next year. You can go ahead and tomorrow you will be able to go and get your table basically through the link that Julie has set up for it.
My countdown is set for 5 p.m. tomorrow.
5
So it
p.m.
will be
tomorrow.
posted
Wow, look at all those
5
fragmenteers. Wow. Get your coupons, guys. Get ready for Dollar Start Day.
Fragment here. There's a coupon right at the top here for you, right around this area. Click it, redeem your coupon.
So just so you guys,
tomorrow 5 p.m.
Just so you guys know, these are the event dates. If you want to take a screenshot of it right now, we have it in the Facebook group also. But right now we were only selling for the entire year. Now we're breaking it down. There is not much wall space left.
No, there's
If
only
you're
5 tables.
if you're looking for wall space, there's 5 wall space tables for each and every single. Well, the link.
Congrats, you got the giveaway.
Will the link be posted in the group?
It will be.
Yes, group and on my Instagram and on Julie's Instagram.
Yep.
Julie, what's better than 3 giveaways?
I guess we're
4 giveaways. Let's go. So speaking of pin events, okay, there's 2 major events that are coming up. One is completely sold out. So we are running after Destination D23 on that Sunday, August 31st, from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. We are going and we are having an event co-hosted with GoPin Pro and PinPix for the Destination D23 pin trading finale. So it's going to be the first time we've ever done a night event. That event is at our normal location that we normally have it at. We are sold out.
That one is sold.
There is no tables left. Our July event for this year, if you want to reach out, you can still get on the wait list, but we are sold out for July. We're basically sold out for the entire year this year. So we will sell out of these tables. So if you're thinking about coming at any point in time, don't hesitate on it.
Yeah.
Once they go live tomorrow, we might sell out tomorrow.
Ohio hasn't been announced just yet.
So
it's coming.
I was looking at it, and did you know I looked up on Guinness Book of World Records?
Guests are free to attend, so there's never any purchasing tickets. It's sold out for vendor tables.
Sold out for vendors. Yeah. It's free to come to. We don't charge anything to come. If it has Figment Guy pins on there, it's absolutely free. We will never, ever, ever charge for a pin event. Yes. I checked with Guinness Book of World Records, and I submitted for the biggest pin event ever. So just so you know that. Awesome. But so we are running an event, September 21st. It is a Sunday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. 33,000 square foot arena. GoPin Pro, Figment Guy pins, sponsored by Whatnot. It is going to be the biggest pin event that has ever been held in the world.
Yes.
We were looking at the table layout.
So they gave Rochelle from Figment Guy Pins. Oh my God, no, from GoPin Pro.
Yes.
They gave her some layout ideas. So we're gonna assess it and see which ones we like as a group.
We have 216 tables spoken for. Yeah. That's what's spoken for at this moment. I don't know how much more. So if you are interested in getting a table, if you sell Disney pins, if you sell Loungefly bags, if you sell anything Disney and you want to be a part of it, you're a seller here on Whatnot. Yes. If you have not done that already, stop what you're doing, go find the link and get a table, because I'm telling you right now, it's good. We got some craziness coming, and we're basically down to the end.
Yes.
Looking at the floor plans, we ain't gonna have much more to do. There's also a couple.
Amazing, though.
There's also a couple of 10-foot by 10-foot vendor spaces. So that's 100 square feet, where you get 2 tables, and then you can bring shelving, do any kind of setup you want to do. But it's basically at that point that like it's time or get off the pot. You know,
Mhm.
how do you know what to buy to trade with others? There's every level. So you're talking entry level, you just started into pins, all the way up to I've been doing this and I'm a professional, if you want to call it that, professional pin trader. But yes, but yeah, so it's going to be interesting. There's a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline that we can't talk about yet. But when we do get confirmation on things, we'll let you guys know.
Yes.
We'll go from there. But it's absolutely free. Doesn't cost you anything to come to it. If you haven't RSVP'd for it, you also click on the link in RSVP saying that you're coming to the event. So we have an idea for food,
Right.
for different things. It will run smoother and you guys will have a better time if you RSVP and we have a good idea of how many people are actually coming.
Right.
Because last year, 3,000 more fragmenteers. Woo! Don't forget your coupons up there. Last year, 3,000 people showed up.
Location of it.
Flip it one more time here to show you guys. So Silver Spurs Lane, 1875, Kissimmee, Florida. If you look up Silver Spurs Arena, it's an actual arena.
In Kissimmee. Yes.
Yeah, actual arena. It's about the same distance that it was from our Disney that our pin event was last year that we had with Gopin.
We have not announced our Cleveland date just yet. It is July of 2026.
We have not finalized.
But he has to send me the contract.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the contract, and then we're gonna have a huge announcement.
Once the contract is signed,
Yeah.
we'll let you guys know.
We'll let you guys know. I'm biting at the bit to announce it.
Julie's really been wanting to announce this Cleveland date, and she's just been waiting.
I've been watching my email. Like,
yeah,
crazy.
it's.
Like, where's my contract?
But don't forget, not this Friday. You can bookmark this Friday show because there's gonna be lots of cool pins.
Oh, yeah.
Not this Friday, but the next Friday. 3-day park pass giveaway, $500 gift card giveaway is what we are doing on that Friday for the Disney event here. So I don't know if it was me, I'd want to come have a chance to get a $500 gift card.
You can use it anywhere.
That's just me.
All right. Pins, I think it was 7890. Congrats, you got that.
Okay.
Giveaway.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go ahead and show some boards. These boards are basically, I'll tell you, some of it was close voting, but one board was definitely number one in your. It was a clear winner as far as how many people picked it. It was the purple board. Purple board was definitely number one. Look at that. I call that the fancy.
I know. It looks like fancy.
What are they? Flurgans?
Flurgan.
Flurgan, the fancy Flurgan. Looks just like fancy. Marie Boba. This is Phantom Manor. It's a nice crest. And then that is a fig. That's we were talking about the fig pins that were coming. The mystery pack. That's the chaser. The chasers are the white ones.
All right.
Just this guy chilling on a dollar star board. Star Wars there for Hoth. That's the mystery box from Hong Kong.
These are cool.
Stitch is missing off this, but you're getting Lilo, Scrump, and the Build-A-Pin part of it on that Mulan. And then the Loki. I think every board that we have tonight has a supporting cast pin. So there's a supporting cast on every single one of them. Julie.
So when we start this board, it is going to start at $1. Somebody pre-bid on it, so it has $3 start. It's going to start at $3. But when I start the board, if you want to place a bid, you're going to swipe it if you're on your mobile device. So if you're on a laptop, you can click, but swipe right. Pay attention to who has the lead. Don't keep swiping. It's not like that.
No.
One swipe, pay attention.
If you're winning, you're winning. If somebody steals it from you, you can go ahead and bid again.
We don't want you to outbid yourself. So.
Yes. I will also point out there's a whole bunch of these on here. You'll see them. These are the Munchlings from Primark.
Oh, nice.
From the UK. So you could only get those from the UK. It's a Lounge 5 pin. I have no idea.
All right, so here we go. First
Flowers.
one, it's gonna start at 3 because somebody pre-bid. So there you go. And remember, you are bidding on one pin. So please, please bid responsibly. Know what amount you want to stop at, and keep an eye on who has the lead. Natalie has the lead right now.
Any evil queen? That's a good
The
question.
cauldron is from a mystery box set.
No, that's the black cauldron.
From
The
the
call,
Disney
the called the black. It is the black cauldron from the mystery set.
All right, Albedel, first pick on the board. Which one are you going for? Any evil queen. You'll have to stick around because we've got 10 boards we're going to show you. So it might be on there.
Any hidden Mickey castles? I think there's one on the board today.
Supporting cast pin.
Supporting cast. These have shot up in price. Okay, next one, $1 start. We're running these. We're gonna run this 10 times each. I'm gonna condense the boards down, and then we'll run a second run of everything when we get to that point.
Towards the end, yeah.
Yeah, the Disneyland 25th anniversary ones. There's a whole bunch of those. I think I have 5 of those on the boards. The only one that's not on there is the chaser pin,
Mm-hmm.
but a whole bunch of that stuff.
Right.
The Siamese guy. That's the from. That's the best thing to come from the Marvels movie. The Flirting Cats.
Rookie Dreams, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
And then we got some Fragmenteers. So which one are you going for, Rookie Dreams? Yes, you are bidding on one pin, so you get to select one pin. Going for Hades.
Going for the Hades.
The big boy.
The big boy. There you go. Next one.
Next one's running.
8 more picks off of this board before we move on to the next board. And then after the boards are done, like I said, I have some carded pins that we're going to do at $1 start also. So I got a whole bunch of interesting things. Julie, would it be crazy if we did the Stitch Jumbo 626s as $1 starts?
Ooh.
Like they haven't been released yet into the parks?
It would be crazy.
That would be crazy, wouldn't it? I think we might do that later on.
All right, Sherry Regal, which one are you going for? Belle looks sad. Now I want to see where Belle is to see if she's sad. All right, Sherry's going for Tink. And then there's a question of what is under Georgette.
Georgette, where's Georgette at? Oh, Georgette, that is Phantom Manor. So the Haunted Mansion, their version of like Haunted Mansion, Phantom Manor.
All right, next one's running. We run our live streams usually.
Actually, no, sorry. It's Mystic Point. It's not Phantom Manor. Mystic Point, because it's a Hong Kong hidden Mickey. I just want to make sure I got that in there. I mean, we're here for till around 8:30 to 9:30 in that ballpark somewhere.
Ooh, Tina.
Tina jumping in there.
Mr. Narwhal's here.
Don't forget to clip your coupon.
Tina's going for the Mystic Point.
That's a cool set, and we have multiples
Next one's going.
of those banners coming in this show today.
It was a mystery set?
No, it's a hidden. It's their versions of like hidden Mickeys.
Oh, okay.
And the next one has
big.
like the next one is the Rapunzel banner.
Theirs are much bigger than our hidden Mickey.
Yes, yes, they are.
Why, yes.
Well, yes, they
All
are.
right, Tina again. Which one are you going for?
Are you gonna do mystery starter bags again? I mean, we will when we get a chance to.
Need a supply for it.
It's not even just a supply; we need time.
Time.
I will say this. Like I said yesterday, got home from work at 2:00, and from 2 to 9, I basically
What
did.
pin is next to the pig? Where's the pig at?
That's the Black Cauldron
Okay, so
mystery box limited release. But yeah, I priced pins that whole entire time, and I still have 2 20-pound boxes sitting by the front door
they're gonna
full of
take that
pins.
one.
Take that one.
Mhm.
You will see some of these on the board today.
Focus. There you
There we
go. All right, next one's running.
5 more.
Mhm.
5 more left on this board.
And
Did
we
you
will
get-
do giveaways every 20 auctions. So kind of pay attention to the auction number.
Mhm.
Once we hit 20 and it runs, that's usually when we run it. But shout out if I forget to run it. 'Cause it
So
does happen.
Justin asked a question, Julie. Did you get the Hercules from Shop Disney today?
No, we did not.
No, I don't even try anymore.
I actually was at a doctor's appointment today, so I wasn't even available.
I didn't even try.
To try. All right, I need the hot to complete the set.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Set complete.
complete.
Okay,
Right.
4 more picks on this board. Let's go. So I don't even really try anymore for Shop Disney. Because
you're always at work anyway, so
but I'm gonna trade for it. I'm either gonna trade for it or basically I'm gonna trade for it or like I'll be honest, they're also in Hong Kong.
Josh Wilson 0222. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Which one are you going for?
If I want if I want to get that pin from Hong Kong, all I have to do is talk to my Hong Kong person and be like, I want 2 of those.
Ditch Space Mountain.
And it's literally done at that point.
Top corner.
Oh, top corner.
I hit the jackpot with Shop Disney today. I'm gonna have extras if you need them.
I
3 left on the
like I
board.
said, I'll trade for them. That's the thing is like I will definitely trade for them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing is somebody mentioned in the group today, like should they do a virtual queue for that? I mean, I kind of like the idea.
Capri 2006. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Which one can we get for you? Ooh,
More frag.
fragments.
Wow.
All right, guys, make sure you click
You
on
all
your
have
circle.
coupons. You can spend it in the buy it now too, but if you make an offer, you can't use your coupon.
Marie with the red background.
Marie with the red background.
Beautiful.
There we go. 2 more picks off this board.
There we go. Bless you. Earbuds are on. They can't
Yep.
even hear you.
Can't
Bless
even
them.
hear.
Those darn kids.
What's the words? There are no words on the pizza slice. It is legitimately just aliens on a pepperoni pizza.
Angel 3790. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Was that a cat or a kid? It was a kid.
That was a kid.
And they got their earbuds in, so they didn't even hear me say bless you. Fun times.
Hidden Mickey said, I'm dying over here. I mean, that's the thing is like, there's a lot of
Georgette for me, please.
Georgette.
Just a reminder too, if you're not interested in anything that's on the board, we do have a shop that you can click on, and there's pins in there that you can look at for instant purchase.
Last pick on this board.
There we go.
And remember, the boards are coming at you how you guys rank them. So like you went and said, this is the board I'm most interested in. And people didn't realize they could have put more than one board. So
I saw a few people.
A couple people did, but I would have accepted it no matter what.
Mueller CE2. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Which one can we get for you?
Yeah, Carox, you did put 2. You did put 2.
I thought I saw that.
Pizza, please. Uh-oh. When we say goodbye, Julie, there's only one way to say goodbye. Bye, board.
Bye, board. And again, he's going to condense that so that it will be a last chance board. Towards the end of the show, you'll have a second chance at it.
Sword in the Stone. I love that doodle set. It's a Art of Animation hidden Mickey set. Another one of the Flurgan cats. Mr. Toad is from Disneyland. Love that Stitch. Captain America.
I like the Trident. That's D23, right?
Yes, Trident is D23 exclusive. These right here, Julie,
come together.
Are going to come together. They don't sell them together, but we're going to go ahead and give them to you together. There's another one of the banners. So that is the Rapunzel banner. And then that's another one from that mystery set. I love this set.
Yes.
This might be the cutest set ever.
That's not a real bell.
I know. Look at Lucifer. He's so chonky. Chonky Lucifer.
Aww.
I love the Stitch. Trading Mini. Another Stitch. There's the Main Street USA one. So there's 2 banners on this one. This is a Toy Story cone for the Hidden Mickeys also. And then on this one, you've got, of course, it is the Hercules supporting cast. So $1 start.
First one is running.
And remember, Chippendale, I'm going to give you both of them.
Yes.
But yeah, these boards are all based upon how you ranked them. You know, how many basically went from there?
Named my cat after him. How's his attitude? That's great. We love our cats. And there's a lot of cats. There was a lot on the last board too.
Yes.
That's good. That Ursula is looking great though. See her next.
That
to
Ursula,
Diana?
yeah, that
I
Ursula.
like that.
That set is really nice. There's a couple of the villains
All right,
shown in there.
Mueller, you get the first pick off the board. Which one are you going for? Fancy. What a good girl.
Hercules supporting cast. There we go.
All right.
Next one.
Next one's running. Speaking of chunky, when I was at the store today, a gecko crossed in our path, and I was like, "Look, Lizzie, this is the chunkiest gecko ever." It was practically the size of a iguana, but we've not seen any iguanas around here.
No.
So it was really interesting. But he was adorable. He was so chunky.
Elbadell, which one we going for? I think the next board is the only board that doesn't have a supporting cast.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the next board. Might be the only one.
Elbadell. If you guys have any questions about Disney, about
Pins,
events,
please.
about anything,
I always see people ask questions when like everyone's here right in the beginning. So that's my biggest thing is like I always say ask questions. Are we going for Chip and Dale? Because you get
yeah, I don't think there's any other ones.
yeah,
on
you
there.
get both of them.
Ooh, we got some fragments here.
Disney doesn't sell them together, but you're gonna get them together. There you go. Next
All
one.
right, next one's running. Hit the goat, man.
Oh.
There you go. Is the boat tours from It's a
Small World, yes. Mm-hmm. And then Fig Pin is Boba Fett down there.
All right, Stacy Sam.
Yes, if you signed up with us, the $15 credit that you have, when you bid, it will automatically come off your first payment. So
Mr. Toad.
Mr. Toad, 25. These are the Disneyland ones. These are like, since they haven't had the bags re-released, these are like, people have been bugging me about, hey, do you got the Disneyland? I'm like, I put them on the boards because I know people were asking about them.
All right, next one's going. For inexpensive traders that are not scrappers, you can get them. There's tons of people in our Facebook group, Pin Trading Disney. They are selling things that are $3. If you're getting anything less than $3, I'd be leery, and we don't usually have anybody in the group doing that. But that's still a good option to go through and look at the posts, and you can find a lot there. All right, Deb, which one are you going for? Boba Fett.
For Boba. There we go.
Next one's running.
That's one of the, I mean, that is one of the major questions we always do get asked. Like, where can I get cheap, authentic traders? The one thing I've been noticing on my videos lately, how can you tell that all the pins are fake? Like on the boards at Disney, they're not all fake. You gotta go, you gotta do it. It's a treasure hunt. You gotta check all the boards. You gotta keep going. I just show what's in front of me. If there was a 1,000 pins on all the boards that were all real pins, it'd be great. But that's not a thing.
Do you have to post your own pins to be able to buy from someone on Facebook? No. If you're
No.
buying from someone, you don't have to post. If you're trading, you need to post your trade.
Yes, especially if you're
Next
newer.
one's going.
If you're within 30 days of being in the group, we ask you to post your traders when you're trying to trade with somebody in the group because basically, ultimately, we just want to make sure that everything's on the up and up.
We want to make sure you're not trying to trade scrappers, even if you're unaware of it.
You might be unaware about. We really are here to kind of teach people, like what is the best way to do this where you can still have a good time with your kids, make it affordable, and all that fun stuff.
Yes, some people like to think that we are being mean by taking down posts, but we're not. We're just trying to help. How cute.
Adorable. Good choice.
Awesome. All right, 4 more left on this board. It's
4 more.
ready.
And then, like I said, I'm condensing down the boards as we're going through.
But you also need to keep in mind if you are posting in our Facebook group and you do have a post that gets removed, it's not the end of the world, you guys. We're not going to ban you from the group just because a post was removed. Our biggest no-no is don't ask for pickups and don't offer pickups.
Mhm.
That one will get you banned eventually.
So
because we don't support that.
1,000%.
Karo
But
rocks. Sketchpad.
Jeff brought up a great point, and this happened today in the group. Somebody said, Richard Summers, I PM'd you, and I looked at their thing.
Oh, yeah, I
They
saw you
had
comment
they
back.
had 3 posts that were removed by
Next
Facebook.
one's go.
Facebook just removed it and took it down because they typed so much in their verbiage
Right.
that Facebook is like, nope.
Yeah.
So it's one of those where that does happen.
Yeah.
So the cone.
Pickups are when somebody's going to a store or a park or wherever it may be, and they're doing, getting a pin for you, picking up something for you.
All
We
pins
don't
should
allow
be
that.
in hand.
Yes.
Is basically the biggest thing. Like they should be in hand, and there should be
Deb, which one are you going for? Main Street banner.
Main Street banner. The word ticket.
is not banned, but it is a keyword. Because when the event dropped, we didn't want to have a huge amount of people. Next one's running, posting about tickets.
Yes, people were basic. What will happen in the group, guys, is people will come in to any Facebook group, and if you're allowing people to resell tickets and stuff like that, they will legitimately go ahead and they will start targeting people that don't know any better, and they will try to sell you their ticket
That they don't have.
that they don't have.
Jen, which one are you going for?
The biggest way we can tell is we've been doing this a while. That's the easiest way to say it, but if you're in the Facebook group, last pick on this board right now. If you're in the Facebook group, we have a featured post at the top that has all these different featured posts that will teach you so much. If you took 20 seconds and read all the featured posts, you would be, instead of this level, you'd be at least halfway just with retaining that information that we have in those featured posts. And almost nobody looks at them.
All right, Angel, last pick for Tridents. Okay.
D23 Trident, great grab.
Hunter, no, we do not allow anybody to do rope drop pickups because that's
Nope.
still a pickup.
That's a park pickup.
We don't allow any type of that in our group. And the reason, I'll be specific, the reason we don't allow it is because anybody can say that they're going to get it for you, they're going to charge you for it, and then guess what? They might scam you and they might not get it for you. So we just personally don't allow that in our Facebook group because it's something that we don't have to babysit at that point.
We've been doing the group for
So-
3 years, so I think the biggest, easiest way to say it is that these are things that have come up in the group, and that's the reason that they are in the rules.
Yes.
You know, that is the main thing is it is happening in the group. It happened in the group. So, yep.
IOP server, I got you.
Thank you.
I was working on it.
Okay, let's look at the next board.
What's on the next board?
Let's see, we got Rapunzel swinging. The macaroons are rubberized.
Oh, cute.
Up, Hitchhiking Ghost, D series, Pizza Planet, Love the Up film strip, Dinah, Stitch Trading, Mulan. That is a movie rewards pin. Then we've got Hercules, Lumiere, and what is her name? Plumette?
Yeah, no,
Plumette.
I
No,
don't
is
think
it
so.
Fifi? Fifi or something like that.
I used to know, and now it's
The alligator is from Fantasia, Babette.
Babette.
Pride Rock. Horace is a limited edition, 25th big. The Golden Buzz is also a Disney Movie Rewards. 25th anniversary. Roxanne, you open her up. And
Sure, you open
you open her up. There's Max with one hand. There's one of the castles up with Kevin. Roxanne down at the bottom. The Bambi pin is a 2-pin set. This is the new like cast pin that they have been doing at Walt Disney World. And then the cool jumbo there. I love the Wally pin too, Wally Neat. Okay, first pick on this board.
There we go. First one's running. Yeah, my recommendation would be to either check other Facebook groups to see if they offer pickups, or you can look on Instagram and you might be able to search it and it might bring up people that do offer it.
Don't ask that in the group.
But don't ask that in the group.
That's
another rule break right there, so don't do it. Record Grammy. Is there an orange bird up there? I think three-chord Grammy usually gets Orange Bird.
I don't think there's Orange Bird.
Does that black pin board you
The
have
macaroon.
fit in a Loungefly? No, this would not fit in a Loungefly.
No. You would need.
Next one's running.
I will say, unfortunately, for like a Loungefly, you need like the mini boards.
Yeah, these ones are too big. These are like binder size boards. So.
And then like GoPin Pro, like Courtney just put it up there. We have 2 codes with GoPin Pro's website. So it is Figment Guy and Figment Guy 10. That'll get you 10% off your regular purchase from GoPin Pro.
Hey, Richard's going for
the castle.
Beautiful.
There we go. Next one.
Can't wait for that Wave B to come out with all those pretty
Oh
castles.
yes. Julie
That
is
would be nice.
Julie is all about the castles now. But yeah, the past that, the like when we're looking at other stuff from like the Facebook group. So like biggest thing I try to tell people is Facebook removes a lot of stuff that we do not remove whatsoever.
Sarah Gotchas, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Going.
Box goes D.
Box goes D. There we go. Next one. So, well, I'll give you an example. You may put too much words in there, and you instead of putting a sticker with your price on it, you're legitimately typing out the price for everything. Number one, I will tell you this right now. This is free information, free, like, take this with a complete grain of salt. Nobody wants to read your long post.
Erica San for 8487. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Nobody wants to read all of that. These are 99 cents at Hobby Lobby. Buy these, put your price on it, put it on there. You'll make your life a million times easier.
Goofy Movie Notebook.
Goofy Movie Notebook. You'll save yourself just a hassle. And then when you go to pin events, you legitimately have it already priced. You don't have to like put stickers or people will pull out a piece of paper or pull out their phones and then search and search and search for what the price is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't use Dollar
Don't use Dollar Tree. Good. Duck Pins, good call out there.
We did that when we first started, and those, they have a heck of a time coming off the pins.
They either fall off
or they fall
way too easily or they don't at all.
Ashton's going for Snow White 25.
Snow White 25.
You guys have 10 seconds to get in on the current giveaway. Make sure you do that. Next one's running. Yeah, we learned that lesson.
You learned that.
Don't get fooled by Dot.
Yeah.
DOT. That's the brand that I think Dollar Tree tends to get.
It is not good.
It's not a good brand. Chirima, thank you. You got the giveaway. Congrats.
And Almost Disney 220. Oh, Julie's got to do the thing.
2025. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pin.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Dot is bad. And honestly, we shop at Hobby Lobby.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can get these at Walmart also.
Going for Wally? I think that is auto-corrected to Wally. There you go. It's beautiful.
Very cute. So these don't damage the cards at all. They peel off very easily and they stay on until you want them to come off. Yeah. So yeah, the Avery brand, this is the best. They're $1.29 at Walmart and they are 99 cents for the same exact pack at Hobby Lobby. And you can get them on Amazon too. But I'm not sure what they are on Amazon. But if you can't get them for like 99 cents, find a Hobby Lobby. Yeah. Right. Next one.
4 more left on this board. It's running again.
Super cheap on Amazon too. Okay.
I feel like I looked up Amazon before and it was still cheaper for Hobby Lobby, but I guess
it might be, but maybe it's $1 like 19 or something like that. And it's the convenience of not having to go out and get it. Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing about it.
Natalie Gortes, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Yeah, they do stay removable up in that corner there.
Which pin can we get for you, Natalie? But we also like getting them from Hobby Lobby because they have the color ones also. And we actually use the color ones on the back of pins.
For Hercules.
For consignment pins that we do.
3 more picks off this board.
So it keeps us a little organized.
We're organized?
Can you show the bottom sort of the store?
Go.
All right, El Bedell. Which one can we get for you? Can confirm it came off easily when I removed yes. Going for Pride Rock.
Pride Rock. Oh, there we go. There we go.
2 more left.
I think this is the biggest problem you're ever going to have with there ever being like, let's say like, oh, there's a website that lists the prices of pins. It's going to be subject, like, what do we call that? Subjective or whatever of whatever, whoever's pricing it at that point. And I don't want one person to be in charge of all pricing.
Tina has Snow White.
Snow White.
And then the big jumbo princess one is actually a Disney pin.
Mhm.
And it's a cluster of all the princesses.
Yes. I'll show him.
Yeah. Somebody actually pulled that off of the pin event board in California with the AP stamp.
With the
on
AP
it.
stamp on it. Yeah, I remember
Next
that.
one's running. This
This
one's
is the last one on this
last
board.
one on this board.
So.
Yeah, this one is not the AP stamp, but somebody was lucky to get the AP stamp. Nerds 2025. If we have it, it's not in today's show because today's Dollar Start show. So it would not be today. Jory's 24. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Princess Keys, you got it.
It's a cool pin. There we go. That was.
Yeah, you have to be careful when you scroll.
Bye, board.
Oh, we got a fragment here. Valeria. Yeah, if you swipe too fast, you can actually swipe yourself out of the room. So be careful if you're a newbie.
Stitch Chef up there, Cinderella. Look at this pin. So this is awesome. This.
Oh my gosh.
It's wood and it's like almost like crocheted.
Who made that? Like what company?
The company is Bio something.
Wow,
So
that's
they have a
cool.
third party thing. Huh?
BioBar, Bidbar?
BioBar, yeah, BioBar, I believe it's called something like that. But they have, it is not a fantasy pin. It is a Disney authentic pin, and it has the Lucasfilm stamp on it. It is just interesting cross stitch. Yeah, it's not Bubble Bar. It's like Bio something. They make pins, but they make them out of actual resources, like so they don't make them out of metal. It's made out of wood. So it's Bio World. Thank you.
That is so cool.
So going through there. Yes, that is good. That's how they make the pins for that. There we
They
go.
are tradable because they have the stamp on the back.
Moana. Underneath there. Soka.
It's not Binks that's on the top. It's just one of the Fleur cats.
Yeah, he's just from Captain Marvel. I haven't seen that set in forever, so I put it on. I put like one on each of the boards.
You got 2 on this board because there's 2 rows down.
A gray one also.
All right,
$1 start.
First one is running for this board. Would you recommend buying the cheaper quality pins on Amazon that are Disney copyright to trade?
That's a good option, Giuseppe. Yeah. That is a really good option. Because they do deals on those every once in a while. So you can get some really good deals on that stuff. So I would keep an eye on that just in case.
What's the pin next to Mushu?
Mushu, that is a Primark Munchling.
Rachar, 11,300. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Going for Ahsoka. Love some Star Wars pins.
These are dollar starts. If you get the winning bid, you get to pick whatever you want off the board. Just one pin. All right, next one's running.
The trying to think tomorrow. We're not going to the parks tomorrow, so people are already asking me what park am I going to be at tomorrow, so they could come get their free fantasy pin.
Oh my god!
And I was like, I don't think I'm going to the parks tomorrow, unfortunately. I need more power limes. Oh, are you out of power limes, Corgi Mom? They're gone.
Ooh, Deb, are you going for the cross stitch? I bet you Deb's going for it. Oh no.
Supporting cast. Nightmare Before Christmas supporting cast. People were sleeping on that down there. Good pickup.
All right, next one's running.
Almost out. I mean, that's something
Almost out?
Corey, your mom's almost out of power limes.
Oh, okay.
Need a restock on those power limes. We'll have to do maybe we'll do the maybe we'll have to do a flash sale for those. You guys love the flash sales on those ones.
Amy Tor 0812, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figma Guide pins.
Welcome to the Figma family.
They have to work on their payments, so they're not going to be able to talk to us.
Sounds good. So Julie, entertain.
Error.
Jazz. Jazz hands.
This just got really awkward.
So Julie, tell people a little bit about yourself. You hate this so much.
Oh,
she hates that so much. So
I'm not one of those quick thinkers. I can't just be like, boom, here's your answer. I have to like sit and think about it.
Show how you organize the pins, Julie.
Ooh. So here we go. I have these little totes next to me, and I actually have them all in reusable baggies. So I have these like from years, the whole years that we've been doing this, 3 years. But I write your name on it, and I write the auction number, and then the baggie goes in there. So that way, when I print your slips at the end of the night, and I'm getting ready to package it, I'm in order so that I can process and get it going. Make sure it's correct.
Going for Hades.
So there you go.
So there we go.
All right, next one is running. I got the cats on my shirt. Thorn Fancy.
How long does it usually take to ship? When the show ends, Julie packages up the next day.
Yes.
And gets shipped out that day. Mm-hmm. So your stuff will be shipped out tomorrow. We're supposed to have it on Whatnot. You're supposed to have it within 2 days. Technically, it should be shipped out. Yes. But once the post office has it, it's out of my control. It's out of our control at that point. Where can we get a shirt of your kitties?
Me, Mandy's going for a cross stitch.
Cross stitch. It's such a cute pin. Yeah. It's actually a 4-pin set.
Yes, somebody mentioned.
I don't know if I put all 4 of them on the boards today. Okay. I might have only put that one for right now.
Next one. Yeah, no, it's really cute.
Oh, don't even get me started on the post office. I had packages from Hong Kong go to Puerto Rico. I don't even know how that's possible. Mm-hmm. Yeah, post office is closed on Thursday.
Yes.
So that's why Julie wants to get everything done tomorrow.
Right.
Because it will be closed on Thursday for Juneteenth.
Sarah, to your pick, which one can we get for you? Magic Kingdom 2.
Oh, good choice. I love this series.
Yes, you guys actually can see if you log into your accounts when you make purchases. Next one's running. You can actually see the date that I drop it off at the post office. Mm-hmm. So when it's in their hands, I have no control after that. And I'm not going to lie, sometimes they go on joy rides. So some of you guys have had it happen to your packages where it ends up in a different part of the United States and it eventually gets to you. So don't be alarmed.
Yes. And Jeff said he had a package for a Canada customer go to Panama.
Meg is 15340. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figma Guide pins.
Well, welcome to the Figma family.
Yes, we actually had somebody that lived in our same state purchase from us, and their package shipped to Hawaii and then came back.
It was crazy, yeah.
And I was like, Hawaii, okay, that's a new one.
Orlando post office is something, yes.
Yeah, especially if it goes out to Ybor City. That seems to be when we have the most issues with packages when
turning red.
It goes to that facility.
3 more picks on this board.
I seem to have less issues with Orlando's
facility. Yeah, I had something today that said it was going to be delivered today, but it dropped off at the post office at 1:04. And I'm like, how is that getting delivered today?
Yeah.
That ain't getting delivered today. Don't lie to me.
Well, and the other thing, I did have several of you guys reach out to me at one point that said your packages were being shipped back to sender.
Yeah.
And then you let me know, so then I say I keep my eye on it, and then the next night you're like, it arrived.
It shows up.
I don't know why that happens, but I'm glad it gets to you.
There you go.
Hey, all right.
2 more picks on the board. I will say that is my number one complaint is with this whole thing is usually the post office because they cause more headaches than anything.
Yes. So please don't leave us a bad review based on the post office because I have no control over that. I ship
Can,
it out to you in the required amount of time that Whatnot allows.
can I tell a story?
No, Sherry Legal.
But I want to tell this
No,
story.
please no. I don't
Ah,
want you to. So,
it's a good one though.
all right. Sherry, which one are you going for?
You know, Julie doesn't want me to share a story. It's a good one.
All right. Sherry's going for Tink.
There we go. Last pick on this board, guys.
I noticed here I had 2 purchases last week that the label had been created but not shipped. Not you guys, both from reputable sellers.
That does happen. Maybe life happens.
Right.
And they
Sometimes
print
that
up
could
the
happen.
labels. Like Julie will print the labels when we finish the show.
Yeah. But then
And
I work on it the next day.
yeah, she
and then
works
I
on
ship
it
out.
first thing in the morning the next day.
Yeah.
So maybe something life happened. And so I would always say take it with a grain of salt. If they're reputable sellers
Right.
and
There must have been a good reason.
there must be a good reason.
Lisa Chan going for Hercules.
Oh, I love this guy. So adorable.
Cute. Holding the
Oh, that was the last one on that board.
Yeah, that was it.
Bye, board.
And we are on to the next giveaway.
This board is, I don't know how this board was not like top 3. This is legitimately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th board. Yeah, we're only at 39. Why are we only at 39?
39.
What are you at on your paper?
I'm at 40.
It says 39 down at the bottom.
Well, interesting. We didn't run any extra pins.
Nope.
Well, don't worry. Your names are on the
Names are on the slips. We're fine.
and there's your giveaway, so get it on it.
Get it on the giveaway.
But that's weird. Maybe I have a duplicate somewhere.
I think there's one. Somebody said I think there's one more on that board.
One more on that board.
1, 2,
Count it, Richard.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's one more on this board.
Okay.
Yep. So there's one more on this board. So you spoiler alert, you already saw what's coming on the next board. So last bit on this board.
Welcome back, yellow board.
Yep.
That's why Richard can't talk to me while I'm doing my papers over here.
Well,
Talk to the chat, Richard. Talk to the chat.
I want them to talk to me.
Yeah.
Ask me questions. AMA, Julie. Ask me anything.
Hi, Kat. You officially have the last pick on this board. Which one's you?
What's for
going
dinner? I had a pub sub.
We fed it for ourselves today. So Richard had leftovers.
I had a
This
pub
was
sub. Color your toothbrush is purple. Spoiler alert.
Oh. I like the color blue.
Oh, hold
so
on.
mine's blue.
Bye, board. Wow, this is you guys are coming fast and furious here. Let me show the board and then we'll get to what my favorite number is. I love the Happinesses series. Joy, Oliver is from that Dangle. So I love that set. Baymax, Stitch Surfing. He's adorable. The Kite. That is Tomorrowland for the Banner series. Moana for the supporting cast. That is a cool angel down there. Look at that piglet's adorable also. A couple Baymax on there. Fig Pin Maleficent. First pick on this board.
There we go.
See, this is where Julie's supposed to read the questions, but then she didn't read any of the questions. So let me see. How did you get into pin trading? We came here on vacations, and basically, when I was, coming here, pins are the thing that I would get as my like souvenir at that point.
All right, Misty. Oh. Misty 333. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. What can we get you off the board?
Baby hurt.
I didn't see it come through, ma'am.
I can't do it all, Richard. I can't do it all.
Baby hurt coming to you.
Who gave him that lightning bolt?
Next pick off the board.
Next one one's running. What's your favorite park food? Not counting the cheeseburger, egg roll. Everyone loves.
Cheeseburger egg
I've
rolls.
actually tried it.
Spoiler alert: cheeseburger egg rolls are disgusting. They have pickles in them, and if you like pickles, that is disgusting. I do not like pickles.
That's Richard's opinion.
That is my opinion. It is the waffle.
Callie Clee 60922. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figma Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. It's the waffle with Nutella and fruit. That's probably the best thing, and I haven't had it in forever.
You want a supporting cast.
Great pick.
I do love pickles. Yes, I will eat pickles. Next one's running. Richard's very plain though.
Yes.
So he won't try things like that because he doesn't like pickles.
No, I will not eat pickles whatsoever.
Allergic to hazelnuts. I feel so bad for you.
They're so good.
They're so good. That would be awful. All right, Sarah. Which one are you going for? I am a pickle lover, especially the sweet pickles. Those ones are delicious.
Yeah, people.
25 seconds to get in on the giveaway.
The cast pin was Moana. Sarah going for Maleficent.
Yep, Maleficent.
Big old Maleficent fig pin. Ugh. There we go. Next one.
Next one's going. When we go to Beaches and Cream, I usually get to eat Richard's pickle too because it always comes with the burger.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
And he doesn't want to eat it. So.
No, thank you.
Tracy WMS6, you got the giveaway. Congratulations. I've never had a sweet and spicy pickle. That sounds good.
Did you get tickets to the big event? Yes, we did. We did get Jubilee package, so we will have tons of pins available for you guys. As you will get first dibs on everything after I get my Figment pins.
Jess is going for the second row bell.
I'm condensing board, so go.
All right, next one's running.
And if you asked a question, you can ask it again.
When do you think we will get the email for the events?
Probably not till July,
Yeah.
from what I'm hearing. When did you decide to go Figment Complete?
It kind of just happened.
It kind of just happened, and I told Julie I was like gonna try for
He
it.
put the idea in his head, and then he probably
Nobody actually put the idea in my head. I actually was like, I'm gonna do this.
Disney Pin Mama, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy Pin.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Which one can we get for you? Is your board insured? Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Baymax suit for Disney Pin Mama.
Baymax suit.
I'm sure you told the story, but you keep anything other than Figment?
I have a couple of pins that like kind of mean something to me. I would say more along the lines of they are, let's say, how would you say it? Just stuff, sentimental pins.
Yes.
Like rides that I really liked when I was a kid, stuff like that. You know, that type of stuff. Catalog for Destination D23. I think I said in the last show. Keep your eyes open later this week or beginning of next week.
Just going for the other bell.
There we
Mary
go.
Poppins, I had one in the buy it now, but somebody bought it. So next one's running.
There is a Mary Poppins pin, limited edition, in the $1 carded pin starts.
Okay.
There is a Mary Poppins pin. After we finish the boards and I got everything kind of refigured, I have dollar start carded pins for you guys also.
Jen, do you like my board because I have Ewoks on it? I like my board because I have Ewoks.
So we're running the auction on the board. You're picking one pin off the board.
Yes.
Is how it works.
Ashton's going for Lunar New Year.
Lunar New Year.
I love Ewoks too.
3 more picks on the board.
This one's running. There was somebody at the anime festival that I took the kids to this weekend. I swear they were just like an Ewok. And I pointed it out to the kids, and I got like the roll of the eyes. Mom, that's probably not an Ewok. And I'm like, well, it looks like one.
Wow.
But I guess when you're at an anime festival, you're not allowed to ask, like, oh, what are you dressed as? You just leave it alone.
It's mean to ask.
It's mean to ask, so.
Like you should have already assumed what it is.
But I was like, it looks like an Ewok to me. Doxy Mama, which one are you going for? I dressed up as an Ewok for my 21st birthday. That's adorable, Haley. Adorable. I've always been jealous because they have a dog.
The cats, 2 more picks.
Costume out there, and they have a toddler costume, and I'm like, why can't I just buy it? Why do I have to make it? You know. And
Yeah.
then they came out with those ears, but I never bought the ears.
Yes, there is a supporting cast pin. Somebody was asking that. There's a supporting cast pin on every single one of these. Elemental pins. The moment I get them in, they're gone. Like I literally cannot stock elemental pins.
We did have that in our last show.
hmm
On Sunday.
I have
Both
I have an elemental pin, Julie,
Xbox,
that is a $400 elemental pin that I priced the other day, and that's what it sold for. Was $400.
All right, one last pin on this.
Last pick.
Running. No shame. Just buy it, Julia. I have Stitch baby clothes and no baby in sight. Aw. I love that.
Elemental is extremely popular. Like when it comes to like collectors, people decided they were gonna like go Elemental complete when it came out and they saw it, just because of like the story and everything. And since they're basically from square one, uh, that's the best way to do it. If you see a movie that you like and you're like, I'm gonna collect this, and you can get in from ground level on pins, then you're just getting the new stuff that comes out, makes it 10 times easier.
Easy. All right, Tina, which one are you going for? Stitch Rainbow.
Oh, cute.
Elemental is an amazing movie.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, board.
Thanks, Mr. Narwhal. Okay. I'm surprised this board wasn't higher up in the list. Aristocats dangling from the light. Look at that Simba. Hilton Head. I just met you, but I love you. Clarabelle. Look at that. Queen Amidala. Just chilling there. Baymax. Aristocats. Sleeping Pet. You're going to get both pins. This is from the Build-A-Pin set, but you're getting both pins. Pocahontas.
Knock, knock.
I just trimmed my nails, so. Pocahontas. The curtains move on Evil Queen. Somebody asked about Evil Queen. The curtains move on both sides of Evil Queen. Cinderella, the book, it doesn't open or anything like that. Belle is a spinner. Another up one down at the bottom there. And Frozen is your supporting cast pin on this board. $1 start.
There we go. First one's running. Do you have any Encanto pins?
Encanto pins. I think the next board has the Encanto supporting cast.
Okay.
I know that for sure. From what I'm looking at on the next board, Encanto is the supporting cast.
Mm-hmm. All right, Shine Sarah Swabs. And you hit Fragment.
Fragment here on that one.
The first pick off the board.
Get your coupon.
Spinning bell.
Going for the spinning bell. There we go. Next one on this board. But the like getting into it, and like people will ask why did like when you decided like to go Figment Complete, somebody asked that. It was just one of those things of like I had collected so much and I was starting to like I wanted to have a goal. So my goal was to go complete. And then I realized how many pins and how many rare pins they were, and it was just like, man, this was a bad choice.
Jen going for cast pin.
There we go. Frozen supporting cast pin. Next pick on the board. I think that's the number one thing that you realize is you realize like what it is involved to go complete. Like there's limited edition, like I have limited edition 25s. Like that means there's only 25 people that can have that pin.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just Goblin. Well, yeah, and like Pop Fitty. You can't be Mickey complete.
Oh, Mickey's and Mickey's in every park. So Mickey's in Paris. Mickey's in Hong Kong. He's everywhere.
Hard. Probably the hardest one to try to complete. Yeah, it's hard.
Going for Incredibles. Next one. That's like if you're looking at like Mickey's a bad one. Stitch is everywhere.
Yeah.
Tinkerbell. They made so many Tinkerbell pins
Right.
when
She
they
pops up
started.
in a lot of stuff.
She pops up in like everything.
Mhm.
Tinkerbell's like so many. When they first started, Jessica was everywhere. And now Jessica's nowhere to be found
Right.
because Disney doesn't own the full rights to the characters of Jessica Rabbit and Roger Rabbit. They have to split 50-50 with Amblin Entertainment every time they do it. So they're basically like, we're not gonna
Evil
make
Queen
it
for
anymore.
Tina.
It's very few and far between.
Would you have
Evil
to do
Queen.
Hidden Mickeys for Mickey Complete? Well, Richard is Hidden Mickey.
Well, no,
Complete
no.
for
I think they're
Finn.
talking about if you were collecting Mickey, would you have to have hit
Next one.
all the hidden Mickey pins?
Oh, 'cause
I
it
don't
says
think.
Mickey, probably
I don't
not.
think so. I
You
think
would
that.
just be.
I think
angry
like
for
for me, it's like somebody went and says, "I collect Mickey, but I only collect Steamboat Willie Mickey. I
Okay.
only collect Sorcerer Mickey." So I mean, that's a better option to do it. Like if you really like Sorcerer Mickey, do that.
Danielle going for Simba.
Going
Ooh,
for
that's a pretty Simba.
that Simba's gorgeous. There's another one on the next board that's a different one, but it's gorgeous pin.
Okay.
5 more picks on this board.
Yes, exactly. It's such a minor detail that why collect something that he's just on like the frame, you know?
Well, but that's the thing is like it's the same thing as the hidden Mickey. You could say Mickey's on every hidden Mickey pin and you need all of them.
Right.
That's dumb.
Yeah, make it
Like
easier on yourself.
yeah, I want where Figment is the main on the pin.
We will be rerunning the pins. So
Yes.
Richard's already condensing the boards that we've ran so far. So they will be run as a second chance.
Yes. 4 more
Next one's
picks.
running. Yes, and then we also have some carded pins that we're gonna dollar start also, probably before we do
I think so.
the re-show of the boards.
Yes.
What is the website name if you decide to go complete? It's Pinpix, Pinpics.
You can look up everything. It's really easy at that point.
Abby Rose Lou, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Yes, I do have. Welcome to the Figment family. Sorry. Somebody asked a question about am I counting the Figment that's in the trading book with Mickey? Yes, I am counting that. Because
Cat's name.
Aristocats. It's a cute one.
I would have chosen this one too.
It's adorable. 3 more picks? Yep.
3 more on this board.
So I'm counting that one. I'm going for that one. That's one I might try to trade for, but the problem, like as I said, you can only rank the stuff. When you're filling out the RSP, it is kind of tricky when you're like, which pin do you think is going to be more popular than the other pin? That's the game I have to play when I'm doing my RSP. Guessing which pin is going to be the popular one.
Kelly, which one can we get for you? Right? It's a hard life.
No idea the value or how to find it. I mean that is some of that stuff is the wedding one. I love this one. Somebody collects wedding pins and they were like, I need that pin because I only collect wedding pins. I'm like, that's awesome. 2 more picks.
Here we go. But yeah, I don't know if it's possible to not get any picks. I think you'll get something.
I think you'll get
'Cause
something.
every time even the lower packages, we've always gotten quite a bit of stuff. It's just you may not get those top ones that you want.
Let's say everybody picks, let's say just spitballing here, everybody in the first 150 picks the statue.
Yeah.
Then they're gone. But you would get the next thing on your list. If
Right.
the first 300 people all put the statue as number 1, they'll get the next thing on their list.
IOP Surfers one for
Hilton Head. What's the dog's Shadow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the dog's name for Hilton Head?
All right.
Last pick.
Last pick on this board.
Hello.
It is Shadow.
But yeah, that's the biggest thing is like if that's how it is and 300 people have that, then when you get to 150 and they're all gone, then the very next pin that's on their rank would be the one that they would get.
Clog Arse? Claygarth 421. Thank you so much for your first purchase. Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Usually pretty good at names. Sorry about that. They're going for Doug.
Going for Doug. I just met you, but I love you.
Here we go. Bye, board.
4 boards left in the first run of these boards.
Next giveaway is up and running. Also.
This one's got some ridiculously good stuff also. So we've got, so this is not a hidden Mickey. This was a mystery pin set that they did Mickey ears for, and that's the Steamboat Willie one. It's amazing. Limited edition of 300 for the Lady Tremaine. Limited release. Oh, Hades is back, Julie. The supporting cast. There's another one of the cross stitch. It's R2D2 and C3PO. Ray from the movie rewards pins. It's got some Rapunzel, some Hercules, some Ratatouille, some Aurora, Goofy Movie, Pua, Stitch and the Ducklings, Expedition Everest, He Moves, the Yeti. Your supporting cast is Encanto. The Hakuna Matata pin is, I don't think it even does it justice on the board there. And the Mulan pin's amazing. Another one of the, it's a mover. You're going to get both Donald and Chippendale if you pick that one. And then the up balloons down at the bottom there. $1 start.
First one's running.
But that's like when I'm looking at like different things as far as like when I'm putting stuff on the boards. It was just a whole bunch of like, okay, I need to get through a whole bunch of this at this point, and that's how Hades ended up on there twice, Julie. I didn't realize.
Well, I thought that there was 2 of the stitches where he has like attitude. Carol Rocks going for Steamboat Willie.
Oh, good choice.
Okay, next one's running. Do you have a Stitch as Yzma by chance?
Yes. Not in the show today, but yes, I do. We had Stitches Yzma in Sunday's show. And I have more.
Okay, me, Mandy. How do you recommend organizing a trade book that someone brings to one of your events?
So number one thing, you should have a good idea of value or what you have invested into each pin. So if you buy a pin for X amount of dollars, that's kind of the value that you want to get back on it. That's what you paid for it. Which did they say?
Not yet.
Okay. But so I would say have an idea about value. Do not bring pins that you are not trading. Keep those at home. Don't bring them to a pin event. Don't bring them to a pin event. That's the number one thing I like to kind of tell people. Keep your keepers at home.
Next one's running.
Keep your keepers at home. Then past that, it's kind of, there's a million different things you can kind of go from. You could have a page in the back for the stuff that you traded for with a little piece of paper that says not for trade. It's good to just so that people do know that.
Deb going for the cast pin.
Encanto to you.
Okay, next one's running.
Just went to pin picks. How do I find pins?
There looks like a serial number.
FAC number? The factory number?
Royalty.
So you're talking about?
So much for your first purchase of Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
One for Aurora. Yeah, they do have a pin picks number. It's not the same thing as what's on the back of the pin.
Yeah, that's a
Next
pin.
one's running.
Yeah, that's pin picks number. So that's the PP number is
It's
pin
just
picks
how
number.
They identify the pins. They kind of give them each their own number. 40 seconds to get in on the giveaway that's currently running. All right, Kristen. How do I find the pins I have? You just have to search for it. So if it's like a Goofy pin, they're going for Goofy Movie. You can type in Goofy. You can type in Hidden Mickey. They have search bars that you can push down on to do like an updated search,
Mhm.
an advanced search, they call it. Next one's running.
I think that's the biggest piece of it is like you're going to have X amount of like pins when you're going through it. And so like if you have a ton of goofy pins, I would suggest going through and just have all your goofy pins put aside so that you can go ahead and just double check on it. Makes it a lot easier that way.
Hey, Ashley. Twisted Olive, congrats, you got the giveaway.
And then we've got
But yeah, like Tuesday said, you can also do keywords and you can filter it by the year on the back.
literally we're just talking about pin picks.
Oh wow,
Hey Molly, were your ears ringing or something?
Emperor's New Groove bucket. Yeah,
we were literally just talking about it.
What is the point of the FAC number since some pins are the same numbers? It's from the factory.
Factory. So
Next one's running. There's 4 left on this.
So that's just letting you know that is not that's not the UPC, that's not anything like that. That's just your factory kind of like stamp number that you have onto that pin.
Right. It just kind of gives them an idea of what factory it came from. All right, Royalty. Which one would you like this time? Mulan.
The Jumbo Mulan.
3 more left on this board.
So Molly will be there in September.
Mm-hmm. What's the difference between pin picks and pin and pop? They're completely different little entities.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like saying, Disney Pins blog and Disney Food blog. It's completely different.
2 completely different, yeah.
Yeah. Andrew, which one would you like? Chip and Dale. So I think that's one with Donald.
Oh yes, you get both Donald and Chippendale on that. Because that was a Build-A-Pin series.
Yes.
So they came
we
together.
did get tickets, yes. So we're not going to D23. We did not get tickets for that.
Next.
But we did get tickets for the September event. Yeah, I don't know what happened with D23. That one sold out so fast.
D23 was a train wreck.
Yeah, we didn't even have a chance on that one.
I was at work. I should have been at home. Honestly.
I was on multiple devices, and it didn't matter. Did not get it. Stacy Sam going for Bambi. I'm sure you're actually going to be staying at the hotel for D23.
Yeah, yeah, I will be at the hotel in club level. So while you guys are all doing your thing down at D23, I will be drinking mimosas aplenty.
All right.
Last pick on this board.
But we did get tickets, not tickets. We did get we did get tickets for the shopping. So we get to shop on the Saturday for whatever they have left.
Yes.
So that'll be fun.
Unfortunately we will not get in with Disney. No. So even though you could call us influencers, we will not get into D23.
I'll bring you the Figment Adorb to the bar.
Yeah, we're not.
It's a small world.
I'm legitimately gonna go drink mimosas and do my shopping.
I had already pre-booked the hotel stay, and I really didn't want to cancel it. I was like, we might as well stay and enjoy ourselves, and we could still go down in the halls and trade if we want, But whatever. I mean, we're excited to still be there. We did get club level, so we're gonna enjoy ourselves.
And then we're gonna have the event on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Have you tried the Pog Juice Mimosa at Ohana? No, I have not. Look at the Wally kite. That's adorable. Then.
But full disclosure, we haven't been to Ohana.
So
in years.
I'm gonna point this out. This is a Wizard of Oz pin. So just so you know, I thought it was cute. It's got the ruby red slippers. That's Wizard of Oz. But yeah, I'll be honest, D23, they might invite some influencers, but they will probably never invite us because of our logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big thing is like that would not happen.
But we do have a second logo.
Yes.
But it would have to take over Richard's Instagram and our Facebook group in order for us to be
pick one.
All right, first one's running on this board. Trader Joe's has Pog Juice. Prosecco. That's good.
I don't think they ever preference people. I don't think they've ever done that. I definitely have never been preferenced by Disney whatsoever. I've jumped in lines like everyone else. I don't get D23 tickets. I don't get WDI releases.
Jen's going for the cast pin. Is the Cinderella pin a VHS?
I wish I had some magical wand I could like wave and be like, "Hey Disney, I'm going." Yeah, Disney does. Pinpix knows better than anyone.
Is the Cinderella a VHS?
Cinderella. It is a VHS. Tape's coming out of the bottom there.
Okay.
I mean, they invite media people. I am nobody in the Disney community. We are this little minute thing that is called pins. D23 is everything.
Mm-hmm.
You might have like a guy like Blake Silva. That dude's got like 8 bajillion, followers.
Tico Star, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
And they're going for Ursula D.
Ursula D. There we go. Next one. I think the biggest thing is like you say, I get it. I get that whole thing, but like there is like this whole like Disney is just this whole thing.
All right.
I don't think anybody really gets preferential treatment. The only thing Disney invited two people.
Miss Gilly.
Disney invited two people to the pin trading nights, but that was a merchandise event. That was not a D23 event. Wizard of Oz pin. And guess what? We were not two of the people that were invited. Next pick.
Next one's running.
No, Blake's great, but like he does get to go to some of the stuff out in California. Yeah, he got invited to Japan. I remember seeing those videos.
We got a fragment here.
Yeah, that.
And Danielle, which one are you going for? Nemo.
For Nemo. Oh, let's go. There we go.
Next one's known. But yeah, so we are not going to D23, the actual events. We're not going to have RSPs for that. But I think Richard's trying to set up maybe getting an RSP from someone, possibly.
Yeah.
So that we can still have those pins as well.
The biggest thing
Especially if there's Figment in there, which there might be.
Yeah, but I have people that have my back on that, so I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it.
All right, A. Richards.
Which one we going for? They haven't released the catalog yet. You can always trade pins. That's the best part. Right, and good news is I have enough stuff to trade. Stitch at the bottom or Stitch? I just want to double check. Top or bottom?
These are just for one pin. That's what they're picking. One pin.
There you go. 5 more picks off this board.
Do the supporting cast pins trade well? Yes.
Yes, they do. Supporting cast pins definitely trade well.
A Figment reflection.
Is the hallway even worth going for, though? Yes. Oh, yeah. The hallway trading is amazing.
I did not believe the amount of
it's like 200 to 300 people that were out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
All right, Kelly.
Yeah, the hallway trading is going to be great. The pin event, we have 80 plus tables for Sunday, from 5 to 11. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it. Like the whole weekend's gonna be good, and I don't have the whole thing of like I have to go to this panel or I have to go to that panel. I literally can sit and drink mimosas.
Oh. The wedding picture?
Oh yes, lenticular.
Do you ever have blind bags or boxes? We do trader packs in the Buy It Now sometimes, but we're currently out of those at the moment.
Then we got four more picks on this board.
Where is the Ursula mug, I think, from?
I believe it's a Loungefly. There is no question about it. Multiple people have already talked to the hotel. They are not stopping anybody from doing that. like from just going there and everything. As long as people don't make an event, you can't do
Yeah.
that on Disney property. You can't run meetups and events on Disney property. I mean,
Tink.
if you schedule something like that, that is a thing that can happen. Tinkerbell, 3 more picks on this board. But yeah,
We just had an Encanto that got sold on the last board. So I don't know about Baymax. Richard would probably.
Baymax, we had some Baymax that wasn't picked. So on the last chance board, we'll have some Baymax.
Okay.
That will come down the pipeline.
Izzy, which one are you going for?
I mean, the biggest plan, go to the hallway, do a whole bunch of trading, nice and easy.
Yeah, there's always so many people out there. It's wonderful. They just find a spot on the ground, on the chairs.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
couches,
that
all the way
kind
down the
that
hallway.
kind of trading won't be a
Choo-choo.
thing, but the whole thing you're going to run into, you will run into some major problems if people are like organizing to go to an event.
Right.
Like you can't do that.
2 more on the board. It's running.
Especially, I will say this, resorts are one thing, but in the parks, I'm seeing people doing meetups in the parks. Don't do that. Please don't.
We did that years ago before we knew that you weren't really supposed to do that. And they told Richard to
Go enjoy your day in the park.
have a
They
nice
literally
day.
they said, whatever you're doing here, you're not doing it anymore. Go enjoy your day in the rest of the park. And if we would have fought them on that, that's something we could have lost our passes for.
See, Mama's going for Pongo? Yeah, Pongo.
There we go. Last pick.
On the board. It is a very nice way of saying get lost.
It is the nicest way they can.
We didn't do anything bad. We
No.
just posted that we were going to be there on our Facebook group.
Like even to a point, Disney.
And it wasn't even like it was crazy. It was just a group of people. They lined up all their pins on the wall. Just like old times.
Like if I went and I said, "Hey, come meet." If I went and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna go sit down in the breezeway," and when I go sit down in the breezeway, come meet the Figment guy in the breezeway.
Right.
Not that I'm wandering around the park and enjoying the park, and if you see me, you see me. But if I set that up that I'm doing that, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
So I will never be like, hey, come find me. I'm going to be sitting down here for the next 4 hours, blah, blah, blah. Bye, board.
All right, giveaway is up and running.
Got Cars, Ducky and Bunny. Love that Mickey. Mando and Grogu, Stitch. Maid Marian. So this has the Disney stamp or the Disney logo on the back of it. It's Ice Age because they own Fox now. Oh, wait, what did we talk about?
Hey, it's Elemental.
I didn't even realize I put that on the board. There's just an Elemental pin showing on the board there. Didn't you? Oh, look at that Deadpool and Wolverine. I love that. Gigantic Captain America down at the bottom. Marie, 25 years of trading. And then it's Lion King is your supporting cast pin. First pick.
There we go. All of the boards that we've previously run, we're getting condensed onto last chance boards.
Yes, so
you'll get to see it again.
They will come back to say hi.
Yes. I collect full body pins regardless of them being OE, LR, or LE. Is there a cheap one that you would recommend me to get for Figment?
There's a couple. There were some open editions from like 2007, 2008 that are not bad price wise that you'd be able to get. And it is it's a full body Figment pin. Somebody actually made like a Frankenstein pin the one time with a hidden, and it was really weird, but it looked like a cutie pin almost like.
Chiriba. You get the first pick off the board. Which one are you going for?
Going for Lion King.
Is there an Alice supporting cast pin? Yes.
Yes.
And it actually has Alice in it,
Which is weird because none of the main characters, None of the main characters are ever. It's always like I've never understood that one. Why Alice is actually in that pin.
It is strange that she's on it. There's another one too. Is it the Peter Pan one? I can't remember. I thought there was 2 that had.
Can't remember.
Yeah. Have you ever had Dutch Brothers coffee? One just opened in Central Florida. We have a bunch around us.
There,
No,
we haven't
never
stopped to
had
do
it.
one yet. Yeah, we haven't stopped to do one yet. Captain America, look at this guy. Jumbo Captain America pin coming to you.
All right, next one's running.
Julie does like her coffee, but she's kind of like weaned herself off of coffee a little bit.
Yes, I actually had racetrack coffee this morning because I felt like I deserved it.
Oh,
After dropping my parents
that's
off, I
you
was
were
a
up
little bit
early.
sad, and I was like, I'm gonna have a coffee. Amy Young, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Which pin can we get for you? I bought green tea because of Julie. Yep. Hopefully your stomach's been feeling better. It was doing good. McQueen and Cruz.
On top there. There we go. Next pick.
Next one's going. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're probably going to be condensed down to 6 boards.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of boards.
Well, it happens. It happens.
That's a lot of boards, mister.
Excuse me, sir. That's a lot of boards.
I didn't sign up for that many boards.
I signed up for like 5 boards, sir.
All right. May Liz. Which one would you like?
I am excited.
Oh, Pooh Bear is the other cast. So Pooh Bear is on his own.
Elemental, good choice. I am excited because I'm excited to see what the new test track looks like.
Next one's going.
June 20 or July 22nd, the new test track opens up.
Nice.
So that'll be open up. They are gonna have we gotta remember this.
That sounds good, IOP surfer.
Because Evelyn will want to go on it.
Uh-huh.
They have annual pass previews for it. So
Apple 531, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy.
that does sound good. Welcome to the Figment family.
Yes.
LP Surfer making me hungry over here.
Which pin can we get for you, Apple?
Yes, annual pass previews for Test Track. They're gonna have Cast annual pass, DVC, Club 33, and what are the other one is?
Chip and Dale. Candy bar coffees.
There we go.
Next one's going. See, I don't do energy drinks. We got energy drinks like once when we were driving here, back when we lived in Ohio, and we were driving down. We were like, oh, let's get an energy drink. It'll keep us awake. 10 seconds before the giveaway ends. So get in there if you haven't already. And that was a mistake. My heart just raced and I hated every second of it. So,
Ever done a Run Disney event? Yes, a one and done.
Shine Sarah, which one can we get for you?
Maid Marian.
Brian, you got the giveaway. Congratulations.
They are turning the dinosaur ride into an Indiana Jones ride.
4 more left on this board. It's running.
But yeah, we did run Disney the one time because Figment was like the main thing. And I will say this, like it was on my bucket list to run Disney.
Yeah.
And it's not on my bucket list anymore. Check mark.
Making the move to Florida from Cleveland. Any tips for the drive?
Oh, split it
Well,
up if you can.
I wouldn't. I would get it all done in
Oh.
one trip, you know. Yeah.
I've always said if I'm running from something, you should be running too because we're being chased by bees or a bear or something.
Leg going for Oliver.
We're being chased by
You're being
bees.
chased, you guys. Run.
3 more picks on this board.
I think the guy's running. Something's
Yeah,
wrong.
something is definitely wrong here. He never runs.
Doesn't run. Well, I can tell you, running a Disney marathon was not on my bucket list. So it was upsetting. I
Yes.
did not care for Run Disney. Sorry for all you diehard Run Disney people. It is not my thing.
Yes. Yeah, we have three kids.
Almost Disney going for Red Panda.
Me and Julie are going on a Disney cruise next month, and that is for our 22nd anniversary. We've been married for 22 years.
2 left on this board.
I've been married for longer than some of you have been alive. RSPs, we have 3 RSPs for the Disney pin event. Mine, Julie's, and Evelyn is going to the pin event also. So we haven't sold any of those. We're keeping all those. And then other people had reached out to me, but
Are you reading that or are you
yeah, somebody asked a question.
Oh, okay.
So I had reached out to some people, but I didn't think all three of us were gonna get in there, so that's the reason. We're not buying anyone's RSPs or anything like that.
Deb going for the Mandarin. Probably the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. So, I mean, if you want the pins from the
Yes.
if you want the pins from the pin event, last pick on this board, we're gonna have them at the event on the 21st, or we're gonna have them on our next Whatnot show directly after that. We might even have them on that Friday night. We might even concoct some way
We were
to
talking
have.
about maybe picking it up, coming back home, running a show, and then going back out there later.
Yes,
Like,
that
that
is
was
a that is a
like
big
how our
possibility we're
thinking,
probably gonna do.
because we have done that in the past, and it's been hectic. But our daughter's in school anyway. She's gonna have to go to school that day.
Evelyn is super excited to go.
So we do have to like come back to pick her up anyway. So
Mhm.
we're thinking of going out there, picking up our RSPs, coming back, doing a show, and then going back out there. So, and it's funny because the last time we did that, everybody was still there trading at tables
Mhm.
while we came home to run a show, and they were all watching us while they were trading at the tables because they wanted to see what the pins were going to sell for.
Yes.
So there was a lot of people watching that show.
Maleficent, Ariel. That is another up lenticular. Hercules and Meg are 2 pins. You get both of those. There we go. So this is another elemental pin. I really messed up with when that person asked about elemental. This is the guy that that catches on fire. I completely forgot that he was there. Mushu. This is the last board. Look, Marie. Look at that, Julie. There's an Islands of Adventure pin just chilling on here. Marie. Ursula Fig pin, and then it's Maleficent. Why? How is this the last board? This is the last board. There we go.
All right, first one is running. When do you think that the second round of mystery pins will be released? We were told it was going to be in the fall.
Fall.
At
So
the pin event, they told us.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to do 3 months worth of releasing, and then they're going to do just like they did earlier this year, and so the bags will actually come out in the fall.
All right, Jen, you get the first pick.
That's an up lenticular pin.
Pass the pin, please.
Pass pin, please. There we go.
The next one's running.
One of them did. The other one's
On the last
chilling on a board. It's on a last chance board. Chilling on a board. But yeah, anything we get on our RSPs will be available in our shows, or you can trade for it at the pin event.
Yes, we don't sell any other way.
Nope. This is the only way to get Figment Guy pins.
They love Viz. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Which one can we get for you? Have you ever come across a For the Birds picture?
Yes. Yes, we have. We have had a couple of For the Birds here and there. They're very few and far between.
I mean, that is kind of what we
That's
do.
what Whatnot. Nate,
This is a
Nate, welcome to
Reselling.
Whatnot.
So is Mushu if they're going for the elements.
Elemental.
I'm sorry, I know. I mean, it's cool. Like, don't hate. You're
Yeah,
on the
like
app,
you're
so
on the app, so apparently you're here
you're
to
interested.
buy pins that people are
You
reselling.
can watch and have fun.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. All right, next one's running. What's the Ariel pin on the bottom? Confused by the shape. Oh, the one next to Sorcerer Mickey. What?
I don't know. We haven't sold any $300 pins tonight, but the night is still young.
There's grails that are in the bin, and the other day we did have high dollar pins.
Yes.
They were all grails. So.
And then Friday's a whole bunch of stuff I've never shown you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shimer.
Oh, Badell. Which one can we get for you?
If you had to another character, movie, etc., Hercules and Meg, I would say for me, it would be Goofy Movie or Wreck-It Ralph. The original Wreck-It Ralph, not the sequel. Those are like 2 movies or characters that I could see myself collecting.
Before we start, can you show the board? No.
Oh.
Can you show the board and show the Ariel that's on the bottom? Because that one was requested of what it was. So. There you go.
There's
So
an aerial
this is
down
the
there
Loungefly.
and an aerial up there. And then some people were asking about that. It's
Particular.
it's him and Ellie as kids.
All right, here we go. Next one is running. I think that was the last question.
But yeah, I think Goofy Movie's that one that I would really like to. But the other one is
Oh, okay. So the other question was, is the Mushu Loungefly?
no, Mushu is Paris.
Paris. There you go.
Paris.
I was trying to catch all of those questions, but it was coming fast and furious. All right, Freddie Powell, which one are you going?
That's a fig pin. So it's all Disney pins, all authentic. Third party license pins, whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, these we just put them for $1.
25 years.
25 years. When we're pricing pins, we're literally
Oh, no, the poo. They changed their mind. They want the poo pin. Poo.
a poopin.
Poo pin.
Where's the poopin?
Mm.
There is no poopin
Munch-
on here.
Poo Munchling?
Okay.
That's
a
what is
Mickey
actually
Mouse.
Mickey. Yeah.
That's Mickey Mouse, yeah.
It's what, a cinnamon bun?
Is that the one?
Do you want the? Yes. Okay.
Okay.
You can have that one. You can have whichever one you want. There you go.
Next one.
All right. Next one's running. I know when you say poo and pin. It's funny.
But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 boards. Probably gonna have like 7.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No,
That's three
no.
less than we started with. How is that a thing? Did you put too many pins on the boards?
There's 30 on each of the boards.
We don't normally have that many as last chance boards. All right. Dad's going for Ursula.
Ursula fig pin. Oh, there's a 25th Jiminy on there also. I didn't realize there's 2 25ths on there. 5 more picks.
One running.
I think I'm going to leave it at the 6 though, and then use this board to fill in some spots as we're going through. So then we'll still have 6. That'll work out. There you go. McBrenna, get your coupon.
Last chance is always loaded, yeah, but like 7. We started with 10 boards. How is that possible?
Math.
Stacy, going for that sorcerer.
He is adorable.
And we got 4 left to run. Here we go.
And then next we're going to do the carded pins at the dollar starts. And then we're going to do the condensed boards for you guys also.
I don't even have probably enough papers.
Why don't you have? What do you mean?
What do I mean?
What do you mean you don't have papers ready? Stacy Sam, what can we get you off the board? Going for Jiminy. Next one.
Oh, my stomach's getting hungry.
You didn't really eat. You only had some
I
soup.
had leftover soup. Yeah, it wasn't that a lot.
So that's probably why you're ready for snack. It's 8 o'clock. Snack time here, guys.
What do you mean I'm having dinner? I know. Lizzie's having dinner over there.
Well, we did say it was a fend for yourself night, so.
Yeah. I've had room too long. Kristen's going for the Ariel up top.
Gotcha.
And next one's running. I feel like Disney did not make enough elemental pins.
They definitely, the elemental merch in general, they didn't make any elemental
Right.
merch, and that's half the battle. That's that is a problem. Like, I feel like they're trying to make it like that fountain series that came out is absolutely ridiculous. They're gorgeous pins. I can't wait to get my set of fountain pins and a set of chefs to come in.
All right, Chad Stanley.
Yeah, Raya, they didn't make a ton. Although I will say this, Faith, I have a Raya collection sitting.
Number 25.
There, I have a ton of Raya right now, just because it was part of the collection that I got. Last pick on this board before we go to the carded pins.
Yes, we actually have the Raya Reflections in the buy
Mhm.
now right now. So she's just chilling out there.
Yeah, the Raya Reflections and the Sisu profile is coming up
Is coming
in one of
up
these
in
shows.
future
Yeah.
shows. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a nice little like it was Raya, Mulan. There was a whole bunch of different sets that they had like were collecting at that point.
Yeah.
Hercules and Hades. So whole bunch of different stuff, and then a whole bunch of everything.
Absolutely.
No biggie, just a profile pin.
All right, Chad. Last pick off this board.
Yeah, Fern Gully is not Disney. There we go.
Burial Reflection really $1,800.
Yes, it is. It is really $1,800.
Yeah.
That's a Julie price too.
It's gonna be one that we probably end up taking to an event, and somebody will be standing in line ready to.
Probably the first person in line will grab that and the Ariel stamp at the same time, and I'll probably have to pull like $3,000 plus worth of pins. That is legitimately what will happen at the event. Cough, cough, Jeff.
You say that like that's a problem.
It's not a problem. I enjoy it. I love trading pins. Julie, he's a limited edition of 1,000 cowboy. Look at him. His hat is rubberized too. So these are vinylmations, but these are the jumbo vinylmation pins. Woody, he's adorable. Limited edition of 1,000, $1 start.
$1 start.
Have at it. And like I said, I pulled some carded pins for you guys. We'll go ahead and we'll run through the carded pins. After we're done with the carded pins, then we will go ahead and jump back into the condensed boards for you guys.
Your second chance. I'm looking for you. They love.
Jen, congratulations on that.
So the one that you got, they love, is Viz is an elemental. It's from Elemental, and it's a lounge fly.
It's
That
the
is
guy. I can't remember
that's not
what
lounge
I
fly.
can't
Is
remember
that
what the guy's
lounge?
name is. Huh?
Lounge
It's
fly?
one of
No.
those. Yeah. Limited release. It is the Remy Hide and Squeak. That is where you went around and you found all the different Remy basically making ratatouille, all the different what do they call it? Ingredients. Congratulations, Desiree. You got your coupon up there. $1 start on that.
There you go.
Just some interesting stuff here and there. I just pulled a whole bunch of things that are carded. Corey mom jumping in there.
He's holding his little pepper with one hand. Look at him.
Yep.
Look at him.
How's he doing
Hand
that?
and head. Corgi mom. Congrats. Finally.
Don't forget the giveaway, Julie.
Oh, it is giveaway time. I did forget it.
We completely forgot about it.
There we go.
Alice in Wonderland spinner cast exclusive of 1,000. That's a cool one. $1 start. Let's go. This is stuff I would normally put into shows, but it's like I told Julie, let's do a little bit of something. Like let's do something as far as
So if you are new here, when we first started selling here on Whatnot, there was another seller that had a Figment plush that's made out of latex.
Mhm.
And we actually, Richard purchased from them. And so we finally call him Fragments. He's quite special. He's very, very old. And he does not look normal.
No.
So
Some of our tiers, people will see them and be like, what is the halfway wizard?
Miley, congrats.
I don't understand what the halfway wizard is.
Well, that's why they're asking about
Mhm.
Fragments.
So look at this. I love this pin.
So we actually have it right behind Richard. That we used to show him a lot. We don't show him as much anymore because his neck is bent.
Not all of the treasures are press pennies. Sometimes it's press pennies.
There's a description, so you can click on the description, and it's a multiple of things it could be.
So there we go.
Jasmine dollar start.
Jasmine dollar start from, I believe this was 2000 ish pin. Nice older Jasmine. Somebody asked for these Lion Kings, so that's why I put them into this because They asked for them the other day, and we completely forgot to run them.
Danielle, congrats.
There we go. Limited release Disneyland, Where the Magic Began. And that is Donald.
Smaller start.
But yeah, the as far as like everything goes, you know, this week I don't know if I'll be in the parks at all. I'd love to say I'm going to be in the parks, but I'm not going to be in the parks.
Congrats, tweet.
And then Pluto, same series.
And that one started.
These are all the same. I'll be at Magic on Sunday, Animal Monday, Epcot on Tuesday. I wish. Yeah, Evelyn's having popcorn.
Come on, popcorn.
Julie's like, it's popcorn time, right?
Popcorn time. Victoria Am, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy Pigs.
Welcome to the Figment family. Here is older Lion King on the original card, now on home video. So, do you guys remember these things called VHSs? These were actually packaged in the VHS with it on the original card, which is kind of cool. $1 start.
There we go. I'm doing after hours on Wednesday at Hollywood Studios and Epcot after hours on Thursday. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
You are living the life. That's amazing.
I miss Blockbuster. Yeah, Jeff, I don't think people realize, like, I used to love going on like a Friday night and going to the video store and getting like a box of candy and getting a couple movies, maybe getting pizza. We had a pizza place right next to our video place.
Yeah,
it was wonderful.
Congrats, Ashley Martin.
Tuesday collects Disney VHS tapes. And then there is the Simba one. $1 start.
There we go.
Canada.
Canada popcorn.
That was my number one, like I love that on Friday nights. Like that was our go-to. It's either Friday or Saturday. We grab a couple movies and just relax.
Mm-hmm.
My mom loved to buy the previously viewed movies. She would always go there and they were like $4 or $5 for like a previously viewed movie. So she'd always buy like the previously viewed.
Congrats, Enchanted Rose.
There we go.
And giveaway is going to JTech 28. Congratulations.
I mentioned Mary Poppins pin, so it's actually Bert from Mary Pop. It's from Mary Poppins. Limited edition of 2000. This was the Waltz Classic Film Series. As you can see, the film can when it has that there. There you go.
That's right. Right, yeah. I remember those. Mom, what's behind the curtain?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
So funny. Oh, he wasn't talking to you, Chef. He was just saying in general. Every pin you take, congrats.
There we
How
go.
many of these are we doing? Because we have 7 boards to do.
I know. I was figuring of doing.
You're not pulling. Don't pull more.
I wasn't pulling more. This is what I pulled. This is what I originally pulled. Limited edition of 1,000. Good luck, bad luck. Good luck, you found the perfect girl. Bad luck, she's way too tall for you. $1 start.
We can't do chaos boards for Rasha, unfortunately. These are consigned pins today, so we can't do any chaos.
Whenever it's my stuff, I don't mind doing chaos.
Yeah. Or if it was like red binder guy stuff that we had for a while, then it was like, all right, let's get through it a little bit.
Power through it at that
But
point.
this is not red binder guy stuff.
Limited edition of 1,000.
Tracy, congrats.
The Decades series, limited edition of 1,000. Olaf for Frozen. $1 start.
There we go.
Red Binder guy's good. I saw him and his wife
That was what,
on.
last Wednesday?
It was last Friday.
Oh,
I
it
picked
was
up on Friday,
Right,
yeah.
It was Friday.
Because I was off on Friday. So I went and picked up from them on Friday, saw them, talked to them for quite a while. I had my father-in-law with me, and then we went to the parks. He got him into Epcot, and while they were here, he was excited about that. But no, they're doing really well. I mean, they're running out of stuff to kind of give us, so it's just nice to kind of check in with them. And then we just spread it out because, like, we do have some smaller stuff of his.
KK Disney girl.
And so then his payout is, kind of a good payout at that point if you save it for a couple weeks. Limited edition of 4,000. I love this Alice pin. Gorgeous pop-up books, $1 start. But he's doing really good.
He gave Richard hidden Mickeys, so we're probably not gonna run his stuff for another week or two.
Yeah,
'Cause
he
we
has
gotta go through it.
full sets of like hidden Mickeys. So he had them by year, as you guys can imagine.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, we gotta go through that stuff still. And that should be kind of near the end because Richard told him hold off on hidden Mickeys
until the end.
at some point, that we had so many hidden Mickeys. So congrats, Andy.
Limited edition of 2,000, the Main Street Gazette.
See the inside again.
Scoop with Haunted Mansion.
All right, the inside of the Alice.
One last time there. There we go.
So it's pin on pin inside of there too. It's pretty cool.
I think I already showed it.
I think said once again.
No, but I think I showed it when they said once again, and then you just, it's okay. Next one, $1 start, Haunted Mansion.
You get it done here.
Get it done. Yeah, I had that planned. That's how I had it planned. I had like 20 technically pulled. Are you fading fast over there, ma'am?
I am fading.
Holland is at every single one of the Figment Guy events.
He won't be at our July event though. He has plans with his wife.
But he booked for all next year, so he'll be at every single event next year.
Next year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tina.
Yes. Limited edition of 1,000 cast exclusive. $1 start.
Chocolate ice cream will pep you up. Where is it, IOP Surfer?
I might go get ice cream. I honestly might go get ice cream. I'm off tomorrow, so I don't have a problem going to get ice cream.
Says the guy that had a stomach ache last night.
I feel fine right now. I feel good right now, like real good.
Is there text on this pin? What does it say?
This at the bottom is a very merry holiday to you. Very merry holiday to you.
Cast exclusive.
Cast exclusive. Favorite ice cream flavor?
I love chocolate chip cookie dough.
I really don't like chocolate that much. So, but I like chocolate chip cookie dough. That's maybe. I wouldn't mind something like even like a mint tonight. I don't know. I feel something like that would be cool. We had a couple of these. We already had a couple of these. We already had Woody. So $1 start. It's a limited edition of 1,000 for the Buzz Lightyear. And then we're gonna do Jesse right after that. And then I have a 4-pin set that we're gonna do a pick one. And then we'll get back to the boards for you guys.
Coffee ice cream is good too.
Mhm.
The only downside that I have with ice cream is I don't like the ice creams that put chunks of chocolate chips because they're frozen and then you're spending so much time like chewing.
I mean, No Way Jose is the best. Like if you said you could have whatever ice cream you wanted, No Way Jose might be right there. Although I will say, Friendlies, if you get the Hunky Chunky PB fudge, it's peanut butter and fudge ice cream, and then you get peanut butter topping on top of that.
Congrats, Deb.
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Deb. And then we got Jesse. Oh, we have 2 of them here in Orlando. So if you come to Orlando, you can make a trip to Friendlies.
Yes, yeah.
I'm suddenly craving ice cream. Why do we do this every show? We automatically start talking about ice cream.
Any dog pins, anything except 0.
I mean, we had a whole bunch of cat and dog pins on the boards.
Yeah, there were some that got picked. I know we had Pongo that got picked. We are going to be doing the last chance boards next, so there could be a possibility some are still on
We
there.
completely said about doing the stitch pins and we didn't.
What stitch pins?
The dollar start.
Oh,
We
I
did mention it. I
You knew
mentioned
it was a thing.
Did
We
mention
have
it.
7 boards, Richard.
Yes.
If we didn't have 7 boards, I would be like, yeah, let's do that. But we still have 7 boards to go through.
So love
That's a
isn't
long show.
Love is an Adventure. This is the goodbye set that they had. These are limited edition of 1100. So Quaharini, Au revoir, farewell, the end. Beautiful set. You're picking one pin from here. So you're bidding on one pin. Pick one.
There we go. Pick one.
These are limited edition of 1100. I mean, we could do it at the very end. She's just, oh, I got the look. I'm sorry.
I don't know, Richard. Unless we're not running 10 times on these.
I was figuring we were going to do 5.
Okay. Whatever.
I was figuring we were going to do like 5 times on each
How
board.
many are we doing of that?
Just
I
one.
have to add them.
I was just
because
gonna
those
say
are
one of
different
each.
weights.
I'm just going to say one of each.
Those are different weights.
Mhm.
So almonds, 1985.
Which one you? Oh, going for Robin Hood. These ones are nice because they can pop right off. Wednesday show tomorrow.
All right, next one's running. Pick one.
Pick one. I will say, there are times where if I wasn't working the other job, there are times where I could convince myself to go on and just do a pop up out of nowhere because we jokingly has said that. It's one of those where if I wasn't working, oh, let's just do a pop up and we'll run for an hour, do like a power hour and just run through some stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you can't be on every day.
No.
You can't be. I mean, there are people that are on every day, but you can't be on every day. Oh, they're really on there. Other one wasn't. There we go. We've still got Jungle Book and we've got Lion King. Okay, every other.
I gotta have some time off, you guys.
Yeah, there is no time off.
This is a 24/7 job, I feel like sometimes.
The person that we're co-signing a collection for right now, and they asked me, they're like, when do you rest? And I said, 6 hours every night.
Yeah.
Like I sleep for about 6 hours every night, and that's when I rest. That's literally when I stop. El Patel.
Yeah, that's like the joy of having your own job, having your own business. It is hard to stop. All right, so this one you are bidding on Jungle Book, right? Is that who's left? Jungle Book?
Jungle Book, yep, for the end. This was the goodbye series that they gave. So they now give you one pin for the goodbye pin. They used to give you a 4 to 6 pin set. You want to talk about scrimping like on these packages. They were cheaper and they gave you more.
Wow.
And they were 2 days instead of 1 day.
Right.
Thanks, Disney.
I remember the first event we went to was a 2-day event. It was amazing.
Yeah, Jeff, you'll never break that salaried manager brain of mine. Like I literally when we talk about like, oh, well, we could do this for a living, but the whole thing comes down to the fact of like, I like working my job. I like working in retail. Oh my God, that was really on there. There we go. Kingdom Hearts spins, not tonight. We do have them, not tonight though. Okay, we ready?
Yes.
We're gonna run these 5 times each. I'm gonna grab these stitch pins just so you can see. We're gonna run those at the very end tonight. So this is your first condensed board. Gonna give you a quick scroll through so you guys can see you're picking one pin off the board. We're doing 5 times on this board, and then this board will go away. And there we go. Okay, babe, go ahead.
All right, first one's running. We're only doing it 5 times.
So 5 times, then we're done.
5 times. He's gonna pick up the Stitch 66 pins. Tuesday 517. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figma by Pins.
Welcome to the Figma family.
Which one can we get for you? Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet.
Okay.
Oops, I gotta put a giveaway up. Hang on.
Okay.
Hold tight.
Let me show these.
All right, giveaways up and running.
So this is the 626 2025 set that has not released in the parks yet. We're going to do this for $1 start. And the Stitch Mini Jumbo 626, we're going to do that also.
Why don't you put them this way? Because then I
Oh, because you can get them on there. Gotcha. $1 start each number. We're just going to do the whole set.
Can you show the Cinderella Castle?
Cinderella Castle. Well, Cinderella and the castle. I'm looking for actual Cinderella's castle, but it's Cinderella with the castle.
All
Okay,
right,
next one.
Again, that one's running. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to because I don't want anyone to pre-bid on it. It takes away the fun, you guys.
Takes away the fun when we can't start it at $1.
Pre-bid on the dollar start stuff. It takes away a little bit of the fun. Chelsea Schaefer 12, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Let us know what you want off the board. I don't know if they're going to actually drop on 626.
Cinderella and Castle.
I feel like they could drop on 626, but I feel like it's going to be the, like, what's the Tuesday coming up?
24th.
3 more picks on this. I think it's going to be the 24th. Yeah, I think it will be that day.
Yeah.
Did you get into the, we got into the big event, yes. I think it's going to be on Tuesday because they want to sell it a couple of days before 626 because once 626 hits, I honestly thought it was going to come out this Tuesday, so they had more time to sell it.
Yeah.
When 626 hits, it's kind of like past. The only good news is Stitch is on it and everybody loves Stitch.
Right.
So
Ashton's going for Lunar New Year.
okay, Rochelle just went and messaged me back, so I was just looking at Lunar New Year about the questions that we asked her.
And 2 more left on this board. It's running again.
Thanos, I hate to tell you, Stitch is not overrated because you would trade for Stitch in 2.5 seconds.
Paris is releasing a jumbo Stitch on 626. That's cool.
I saw Mini Mama pins, and Jeff decided that they wanted to target me with a fantasy pin. A fantasy pin, yes. They're doing adorbs of all the Disney like park characters, and of course Figment's one of them. Where's my Dream Finder at, Jeff?
Christy's going for Ellie and Carl. Will the Stitch Experiment mystery boxes release too?
I believe so. They should release the same time. Whenever they release the 626 stuff, next one on the board, this is the last pick on this board.
For this board. Last chance. I don't know though, because those were limited edition.
Those were limited release. Those were the boxes were release. Everything else is limited edition.
Shikra 05908. Thank you so much for your first purchase from Figment Guy Figment.
Welcome to the Figment family. Which one? The trading one or which? I just want to make sure. That one, left or right? Left or right?
Put your hands
Right.
on your hips.
There we go. Bye, board. Thanks, Mr. Narwhal. Here we go. Oh, there's Fat Lucifer again. I love him. He's my favorite. He's my favorite on the board tonight, Julie. Fat chonky Lucifer.
So cute.
The swinging Rapunzel. There you go. Okay, first pick on the board.
And that is running. What's the boat tour from?
Small World. Small World. Depart daily. Boat tours depart daily.
You have 40 seconds to get in on the giveaway before it runs. So get in on that. Until Emily, which one would you like? Boat tour.
There we go. 4 more picks on this board. One, two, three, four, 5 left.
I believe they are going to be online.
Technically, maybe.
Shikra.
That's why I think they're going to, because I think they're going to release them online, but they might not release them online until 626.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's the other thing.
Clarabelle. She's in the bottom.
That's not Clarabelle.
Oh, it's Horace.
This is Horace.
Ashley, Will, congrats, you got the giveaway. Do you still want Horace, Shikra? It's not Clarabelle.
It is posted for 626.
Yes, okay.
Okay. It is so for 626 it is posted that it's going to release
Alright.
online.
So 3 more left on this board. It's running again.
I'll be honest, I haven't gone on there. I don't even try for that stuff anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you work on Tuesdays, so it makes it a little harder.
I got work to do.
Yeah.
I'm a hard worker.
Hard worker.
8-time employee of the month.
Yes, trying to get that record.
I want to get to double digits. I'm gonna call up Guinness Book of World Records and see if anyone's got it 10 times.
Mueller, which one would you like?
We didn't really have too much of the mystery pins. Fat Lucifer. We really didn't have any of the too many of the mystery pins today. 2 more picks on this?
Run it again, yep. Any Lady in the Tramp
I-
bone pins. Oh,
I just talked about
you
it.
said mystery pins. That's
They were
what mystery set?
to make the bone, yeah.
Oh, to make the
Mhm.
Sorry. Did not register.
We'll be at Disneyland on 626. I mean, they should have them.
Suzette Ben, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Lady and the Tramp dog pin. After the show, Richard gets like a email from Whatnot. This is the last one running, and it's going. And it always tells him like how many new buyers there were and things like that. Just like your numbers, how well you did, whatever it is. And we always try to guess before he looks at the email. How many new buyers do you think we had? Because I ring the bell a lot. So we always like try to guess, see who can get the closest to guessing. There's a lot of new buyers tonight, you guys.
Ring that bell a lot of times.
Thank you. And Katie Wynn, you get the last pick on this board.
And Friday will be kind of like your more limited edition pins. Where? Oh, yes. The moving pin.
Oh, that's cute.
And that was the last one on that one?
The last one? Yep.
Bye, board. Bye, Mr. Norwell. Friday's going to be a good mix, though. I'm going to have a couple of expensive sets that you'll have a chance to get, but also I'm going to have a lot in the $20 to $25 range for carded pins for starts. There's going to be a lot. So,
Scream the
yeah,
goat.
that. Okay.
All right, here we go. Next one's running. 2 and 5 on this board. Rat pin on Friday.
Which rat pin?
I don't know. Any rat pin?
I mean, what rat pin do you want? There was a rat pin on the board that nobody selected.
You did
But
have a profile.
I have rat profiles.
All right, Banjo Beans, you get the first pick. Which one are you going for? The 15th anniversary rat pin?
15th anniversary. Oh, so we're talking about the DEC 15th anniversary ones?
Cinderella book, please.
Got that for you.
Yes, sir. That's what she's.
Possibly. I can look.
Next one running.
I mean, that's the thing is like if I think I've shown that I have it coming, but the profile, I don't. I have Remy profile and I have Emil right now profiles.
Do we have the Felix? Fix it.
Oh, 15th Felix. I believe we have that also. I have quite a few of those right now.
Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. What can we get you off the board? How much for the Remy profile? A lot.
I have no idea.
Oh, I wanted this one or that one. I just want to double check.
Oh, yes.
The one in my hand or the one on the board?
Both good choices. The one in your hand.
Okay. There we go. 3 more picks on this board.
More than Aerial Reflection.
No, he's I believe cheaper than Aerial Reflection right now.
Can we do a dollar start on profiles? We sure have enough of them that if you could get away with doing dollar starts,
I'll tell you this right now. I'm thinking of some craziness for that show on the 27th.
Kel, Faith, Hope, Love, thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. I'm thinking of some craziness for that 27th show that we're giving away the $500 gift card. That's going to be some craziness.
Which one can we get for you, Cal? Cindy and her pup.
Cindy. Oh, his name is Bruno. You can talk about that Bruno though.
Have they made a Pluto profile?
No, they have not.
Next one's running. We got 2 left to run on this.
Surprisingly, the Mickey Through the Years series is the only one that they've made like of the Fab Five. They didn't make a Goofy or a Donald profile. I would have thought for sure. Yeah, Mickey, and then they have like every Mickey that there's ever been. Technically, there is a Figment profile. I have the Figment. There is a Figment profile.
Okay,
Yeah, I have it on the board right next to me.
Up, please. Up, Richard.
Or is oh. Yeah, the Figment profile is crazy. Last pick on this board, that's probably in the $1,200 to $1,400 range. $1,200 to $1,400 for the Figment profile.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could do a field trip at the end if you guys want to see the Figment board.
You could probably do it before we start this. That way I can load.
That's true. That's true. That sounds good because we'll put a giveaway up. Well, we're going to do that and then.
All right, Andrew, last pick on this board.
And unlock Fragment here. Everyone keeps saying Figment. Oh, man.
Dale, please.
So I'm guessing it's going to be the Munchling. He's adorable. Figment is a character from Disney. We will definitely do a field trip. You can see all the Figment pins because they have every single solitary one of them that Disney's ever made, ever released. We'll say that. There we go. Got some Stitch. There's Clarabelle showing up there. Joy, Oliver, Wally. You get both Minnie and her dog if you choose either of those. Love those ones. $1 start on this. Do you have a favorite Figment pin? It's like asking me if I have a favorite kid. No, I love. There's so many of them that I do love. There's some that I actually don't like. What set is the Tomorrowland banner from? So the Tomorrowland, it's a banner set from Hong Kong where they basically, it's a hidden Mickey set where they did a banner for like each one of their lands.
Okay, Ashley is going for Oliver.
Oliver. I do not keep fake Figment pins. We have a pile that we basically throw stuff away a whole bunch.
4 more left. Next one's running.
We have a pile in the garage that eventually ends up in the trash can.
Did you answer the question about Tomorrowland and the angel?
Yes, I answered the one about Tomorrowland.
Okay. And what the angel pin is from?
Angel is a fig pin.
Liz, which one would you like?
Pretty Rapunzel pin. 3 more picks off this board. We try.
Try to keep up with the chat as much as we can. And if we can't catch you, our moderators get it. So thank you to our wonderful moderators.
Troy, I want you guys to ask questions. Like I literally, we're hitting. I don't want a quiet show. Like this is that point in time where I'm done. I'm out of things to talk about. So if you want to ask me how the weather is, like I said, ask me anything, and then you guys ask 50 questions all at the same time. Like spread it out, guys. Going for Chip?
Yes, going for Chip.
Where is?
No, we gotta find. Oh, he's the top.
Oh, he's
one.
top one, all the way up there. That's that Hong Kong set. There we go.
Two more left on this board.
Did you know? Did you know I bought a pin? So I bought a pin on eBay, and Julie's gonna be like, "I'm surprised I didn't get the. Why did you buy this pin?" So I saw it. It was a Disney auctions pin, and it was Stitch dressed as a cowboy holding a gun.
Yes.
And I would. They don't make those pins anymore, so that's one of the reasons why I bought it.
All right, Jess is going for Black Panther.
Black Panther.
What's your favorite park shoes?
Park shoes?
Yeah.
So Park shoes,
Last pick on this board, it's running.
the shoes that I really liked that I don't have right now that I probably want to get a pair of are Adidas. The Adidas like walking shoes are phenomenal. Once they're broken in, they were like my go-to shoes to wear in the park. I wear my purple shoes now, but they are not good for your feet.
Shine Sarah, what is a fig pin?
Fig Pin is a company that has a third-party license that makes pins. So like Loungefly, Fig Pin, they all make different pins, but they have the license to make Disney pins. That's the difference between this and like a fantasy pin is somebody doesn't have the license to make it.
Bye board.
Oh,
That
jeez.
was the last one.
That was the last one. Okay.
Food related. Do you all eat pecans? I love pecans.
I love pecans.
Pecan pie is actually my favorite pie.
Pecan pie.
Pecan.
Pecan.
Is it pecan or pecan?
I don't know. Is it tomato or tomato?
Sometimes I feel like I change back and forth between pecan and pecan.
I'm an apple. I love apple pie.
Oh yes, giveaway time. Thank you for that update. Let me get that up.
And then Marie down at the bottom. I love that Hakuna Matata pin. And then the nice up balloon pin down there. $1 start. This board's got some heavy hitters on here.
The only time I ever had sweet potato pie was actually, I think it was at like a buffet, because I can't eat it any other way. Nobody in my family would touch it, so I can't make it. I can't buy it. So I had it like on a buffet, and it was good.
That's Daredevil.
Pookie Bear, 1985. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
Fun fact, I had a cat growing up named Pookie. She was a Siamese. Jack Train.
Jack Train. I'm sorry, they're asking questions, so I was going to start reading some questions. There we go. Jack Train. Next one.
Are there Star Wars profile pins as well?
There's Star Wars profile pins, but they don't look like the other profile pins. They're different, but they're really cool. They're very heavy pins, heavy duty. Was it a slow start for you here on Whatnot? I I tell people our experience on Whatnot is not like anyone else's experience probably was on Whatnot. We had the pin group, and so we brought people in. We had 425 people in our first show.
In our very first.
In our very first show here. So it was very scary because I wish we would have had like 10 people.
Angel's going for Golden Ray.
Golden Ray. Yeah. Right in the middle there. Okay.
3 more left on this board. It's running.
So I will say it was our experience. I tell people like what works for us may not work for them. Just dependent on, if you're new here, there's things I wish I would have known when I started, and that's kind of advice I try to push on to people that are, brand new coming in here. Whenever they ask questions, if they're going to be running their first show or things that I would have loved to have known. But the main reason that we kind of have these shows and they run kind of smoothly and we can kind of keep going is because I have Julie. that's the reason why.
Car Lamb's going for Hercules. Can you do a close up of the party pin before we start?
Party pin.
Party pin.
Yeah. Time to party. It's It's the ghost from Haunted Mansion.
All right, so we got 2 left on this board. Next one's running.
And we've had mods kind of like
come and go.
No, but I mean we've had mods pretty much the whole time. Yeah. They do help with questions and then tagging stuff on the bottom and things like that.
Yep.
And they engage in chat sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes you guys are MIA.
My favorite is like they'll do it in the
Lion King for Angel.
They'll do the chat. Which one? There's the big, which top or bottom?
They chat with us more than they chat with you guys. So, bottom, please. Thank you.
Bottom. Hakuna Matata. This thing's gorgeous. And then last pick on this board for right now.
There we go.
You have a personality for live selling. I think we lucked into this, honestly, because we've hit everything at the right
You
time.
have to have a person.
You have to. Yes, you do have to have.
What the statement was.
But I think you honestly, for this, we've hit everything at the right time. We had the Facebook group before we came in here, and then we kind of went from there.
Danielle 14789. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. What can we get you off the board?
Yes, these pins will come back. These are actually consignment pins that we're selling for someone. So you might see these ones sooner than you would see our regular pins.
Mhm.
So
They might be sprinkled. Yeah, they might be sprinkled in here and there.
Bottom left. And you guys have 50 seconds to get in on the giveaway.
That board's done, right?
That board's done.
2 boards left. And then we'll do the jumbo. Julia will hold them up and show you the jumbo. We're gonna do dollar start.
And then the 3-pin jumbo.
The Stitch 626s there.
So those will be dollar starts after he shows you the Figment board.
I will say this. I think people coming on to Whatnot, one of the best advice I give people is, do they have inventory to sell? Like, we have 70,000 pins in inventory right now, so I can show you different stuff every show as long as we're rotating it correctly. Yes, there is a Figment board. The Figment board, we're going to show it.
It's his board. It's not for sale.
My board, not one for sale.
It'll be a field trip.
It is an Ice Age pin, but funny concept about that Ice Age pin. It is a copyright Disney because Disney owns Fox's catalog now. So
Zesty Subby, thank you. You got the giveaway. And then first one for this board is running. Is that? Oh, you already said that. Who is that man with the red eyes? Oh, it's Star-Lord.
oh yeah, Star-Lord.
Star-Lord from
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Amanda Cross 62321. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family.
And which pin can we get for you?
Going from Maleficent.
Right
in the middle. There we go. 4 more picks on this board. Yeah, artist proof and pre-production. So AP and PP are stamped on the backs of the pins. Pre-production is the first run of a pin. That means there's basically 3, up to 3 of the pre-productions. And then there's 20 of the artist proofs.
Catherine MCK 28192. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Jeff, you can't say that.
And they're going for the Epcot Pavilion Stitch. Is it the bottom?
Oh, right there. I forgot the Epcot series. 3 more picks.
Wish I had some pie right now. That sounds good too.
Mm,
Now that we were talking about it.
I really want some ice cream.
Ice cream sounds good too.
That does sound good.
Fancy. She was so happy she ran after you. I know. When you went to shut the door.
Triple berry pie with ice cream. Shh.
Brenna Wolf 08. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
I want a seafood boil. All Marie Julie would join.
So
All Marie Julie would join in with a seafood boil.
All right. Brenna's going for Tuck Tuck.
Tuck the baby tuck up top there.
Do your kids get annoyed with the bell? No.
No, they usually have their headphones on during shows.
Next one's running. We got 2 left on this board.
I can only hear it lightly in the room.
I just had ice cream because of all of you. Ooh, which flavor did you get?
Oh man.
I love seafood. I love, love, love seafood.
So Zesty's asking, how much would you say your entire Figment collection is worth? Um, I mean, if I was going to sell it, I would probably. I've done all the work. You don't have to find anything. I was.
$1,000,000.
I mean, I was gonna say probably in the 500,000 category
She's going for the
is where I would be. The Marie 25. I was surprised Marie 25. We got rid of most of the other ones, or
Yeah.
got rid of. So
All right, last
pick on this board.
Laura had Bunny Tracks ice cream. I don't think I've heard of Bunny
Ooh, bunny tracks. It's like moose tracks.
I know we've
Yeah.
heard Moose Tracks, not Bunny Tracks. So PP and AP have really low quantities, so are worth a lot more.
Not a
They're worth
lot.
more.
Not a lot
It
more.
depends on the character if it's worth a lot.
It
more.
depends if it's a limited edition, like 300, something like that. So there's a lot of different.
Kelsey's going for
Star Lord. Bye, board.
Can you do that board one more time?
Okay. Here we go. As you see, Gamora's from the same set there.
Chocolate covered peanuts in vanilla with caramel and fudge. Oh gosh, Laura.
Don't.
Now you're just bragging.
Now you're just bragging. What the heck?
We love that.
$1 start. Let's go.
All right, this is running. That's amazing.
Richard hungry.
Oh my.
Yeah, we'll show the Figment. We'll put a giveaway up. We'll show the Figment board. Julie will get the two stitch pins loaded for the dollar start.
Yep.
And we'll go from there.
All right, Nisha, which one are you going for?
Pua and Hey Hey up top there.
Wow, Marie's still dangling down at the bottom.
She's still just chilling down there.
Next one's going. Remind me to eat before the next show. That's probably wise.
I
We
think
do
that
tend to talk about food a lot.
we do. We like food. Yeah, food's
We do like food.
food's terrible.
Except Richard likes plain food. He's not like big on being out there with.
No, I'm not out there with spices and stuff. No, thank you.
Oh.
Mr. Narwhal. Mr. Narwhal's here.
Yes, we know the
Yeah.
castle is missing Stitch.
Normally I would break this up and you'd have to pay for that and pay for that, but we're giving you 2 pins for the price of one.
Elvedale's going for the Marie. At the bottom.
There we go. Yep. Normally we would just do this as a separate and that as a separate, but you're getting both.
All right, next one's going. Plain as in the first option, plain.
Not plain food as in I'm flying on a plane and they gave me a bag of
He
peanuts.
doesn't really like condiments or anything like that, so.
No.
I like it all, so. All right, we got Gerard Ori 64732. Thank you so much for your first purchase with Figment Guy pins.
Welcome to the Figment family. Ew, ranch.
I
Ugh.
like ranch.
Ugh.
Which one can we get for you? Well, and his friend is like him too, so I guess that's good.
No, it's good.
Mason,
When we go out, it's like we'll go I'll be honest, we've gone to Wendy's before
yeah,
and I'll order my meal and he'll be like, just get me the same thing.
yeah.
And I'll just hit quantity 2.
Jasmine
Aladdin. Where are they chilling at?
right there. Your finger was right by.
Oh, right there.
Yes.
There you go. 2 more picks off this board.
When we go to Taco Bell, him and the kids don't like anything on their food. So I always make them order their own. And then I make a separate order because we've ordered it before all together and they bring it all out with everything on it. And then everybody gets mad. And who has to go up? I have to go up and tell them you got the order wrong. And I don't like that. Brenna, which one would you like?
If you can stay away from it. If you can stay away from mistakes like that. Chili's was good. We had a good meal at Chili's.
Yeah, we had our Father's Day meal at Chili's. It was very nice.
Chipotle just came out with ranch. Ugh, disgusting.
Blueberry Mini. She's like the 4th row by Donald.
Oh, right there.
Sorry, Scott.
Last pick.
Last pick on this board.
What'd you get at Chili's? We did the 2-person fajitas
Yeah.
platter. So it was good.
Oh yeah, it hit the spot.
Yeah, they hit the spot, and then we got the mozzarella planks that you could like stretch over the entire table.
So good.
They just hit the spot. It's too much cheese, but
Yeah.
so good.
But we were splitting it with everybody.
I missed the 3 for 10.
I meant Disney Mom. Which one are you going for? Mushu, right at the bottom.
Just got White Castle. Oh man, Jeff's gonna have a bad night tonight.
Steer clear. All right. Bye, board.
Just going to have a cleanse. Okay, so let's go look at the Figment board.
Yeah.
Julie's gonna load up the Stitch jumbos, and we'll go ahead and thing. So, like we said, when we moved down here, I had probably about 30 or 40 Figment pins, and I told Joy I had this crazy. I want to get every single Figment pin that there is. She's like, "Yeah, sure, buddy, whatever you say." Like she indulges me most times when I tell her things, right, Julie?
That's right.
That is right. You can tell we've been married 22 years. So I wanted every single solitary Figment pin and crazy concept. I got every single solitary Figment pin that there is. Oh, Snickers ice cream bar is so good, Corgi Mom. So this is every single Figment pin that Disney has ever released. That is the Figment profile, and it is I love Figment, and I'm biased, but that is the best profile pin that Disney's ever made. They have not made a pin better than that when it comes to the profile pins. It's just a unique pin, and it's so like, oh, so Scott asked the question. Okay, guys, if you know the answer, don't say it. This is an 8-foot by like 4-foot board. How much did I pay for this board? How much did this pin board cost me? This board cost me 25 cents at Cast Connections. So I paid 25 cents for this cork board. Yes. Every single solitary Figment pin I have on here is authentic. I don't do fake pins, guys. Nobody should be doing fake pins, period. Have you not watched my videos? If you haven't watched my videos, you can see me throwing fake pins in the garbage. I basically donate pins to the boards every single solitary time. I do have fantasy pins on here. So there are some fantasy pins that I've been gifted, or that people like this kind of stuff just catches, like, it catches your eye. You're like, okay, that's kind of cool. There is a corner for a little bit more. The fantasy stamp is really cool too. They did a really good job on that one. And then there's the variant of the Christmas sweater. 729 pins are on the board right now. But I also have a couple of things like Top Dog Pin Trader, which is a Cast Trading Award pin that I have on my board. Then there's the Backlot Tour, which is on there too. And then there is a couple of Gerald pins. There's only 6 total Gerald pins. I really should probably just find the other ones at this point. I got my Trusted Seller pin from last year because we got our new ones. But yeah. I have all the Figment buttons that Disney's ever released also. Frame sets are amazing. Oh, the Combat Carl. Combat Carl's a fun story of why he's taped to the board. But frame sets galore. Least favorite? I mean, if you don't like clowns, that would probably definitely be your least favorite. Like, do any of you really not like clowns? He's Ellie 250. That guy. Limited edition of 250. But I mean, like, I love hinge pins. There's a ton of hinge pins on here.
We're being overtaken by the cats, Richard.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's cat time.
It's cat time. When we come back, we'll have a cat party.
Oh my god, she's gonna sit right next to him.
I like hinge pins if you're not moving them, or there's not a lot of. I love the. I've shown this one a million times, but
They're amazing.
yeah, the monorail set is gorgeous set. Love the jumbos. The little tuxedo guy. This one cost me $800. He is still officially my most expensive Figment pin that I've ever purchased for one pin. $800. People want to say like, "Oh, somebody spent $40 on your show on a pin." Have you spent $800 on a pin? No, you haven't. I don't ever want to hear about it ever again. It's not even a limited edition. It's an open edition pin, and it cost me $800 for that little itty bitty guy. I didn't even know how big he was. Really, because I'd never seen him but in a picture, and there was never anything like nobody put like a penny up next to him so you could see how tiny he was. But yeah, that $800. El Prestra, that's rigged. Rigged. Oh, I should show cats. Cause see, this is what Fancy does. I get up and Fancy's like,
Cat law.
cat law, I'm taking your seat.
Can't have the seat anymore. Cat law.
Hey, buddy.
He started it though. Oh, Thor. Ooh, stretch.
Stretch. Hi, Fancy.
Fancy pants.
How you doing?
Aw. All right. Well, I got the pins.
We are
loaded.
cat people.
We love our cats.
Julie is the
We
boss.
love cats in general.
I'm gonna pick Fancy up and I'm gonna hold her like a baby.
Girl.
I'm gonna hold her like a baby.
She's the best. Fancy's gonna run the show. Business, business, business. Here, let's look at this cat, Dad. Oh, Thor's like, nope, not today, Dad. Fancy.
She likes her belly rubbed.
What a good
You
girl.
get Kimo, so you want to go where he was?
All right, show that jumbo pin.
Which one are we doing first?
We're
That
gonna
one?
do the
Okay.
top one.
So this is a jumbo. This is a limited edition of 2000. These have not been released in the parks yet. These are coming out probably on the 24th or the 26th. But yeah, we got them because we went to the pin trading night, and that was one of the things that you could get on your RSP. So we have it for you guys here tonight. $1 start.
$1 start. There you go. We're gonna do the big guy next.
Nice mini jumbo. And to give you an example, compared to a normal pin, about the size,
Regular size.
regular size pin. I don't like this.
You can't see anything.
I like to see what's going on.
Josh Wilson, congratulations.
Congrats.
That one's coming to you.
Then the 3-pin set. This is of course 626 stitches on each one of the pins.
I'm not sure what the limited edition sizes are because we have to open it.
Good
Or
news.
does it tell you on the
Tells
back?
you on the back of the box.
Oh, did the other one too? I didn't even
Yep.
check.
Somebody's been talking. I
Only
said
2000.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Somebody's
the other
been
one was only
listening to my
2000.
rants because I don't understand why they don't just put the limited edition sizes on every single solitary one of them. That would just
Right.
make sense at this point. So limited edition of 1,750. Gorgeous, gorgeous set. These are of course coming out on 626. So
Yeah.
but you can get it today.
Here we go. That one's running.
3-pin set. So you're getting 3 limited edition of 1750s.
Yes. So the cat's full names are Thor Bender Summers
Mhm.
and Fancy Pants Summers. That's their full names.
Fancy's good.
They're adorable. I thought they did one last year too, or yeah, they
did, and
did.
it had Jamba and
These ones have the characters inside of it too.
they do.
in
The characters are
red.
actually in the red part of it. Yeah.
Ashton, congratulations! You got the
There we go.
3-pin set.
I'm gonna flip it back to you here. There's Fancy Pants. Fancy. Fancy.
There's a good girl. All right. Ice cream time?
No, I think it might be.
Maybe.
I think it might be ice cream time here at the Summers household.
We have to
Um,
go out for that though.
Yeah, we do have
I
to
don't
go
know how
out.
I feel about that.
Julie's like, you can go out and bring me back ice cream. I know that's how that goes.
Yeah.
But no, thanks guys. We'll be back on Friday. Friday we'll have a
Yes.
whole bunch of DoorDash ice cream. That would be an interesting. Um, Tons of stuff. A lot of stuff, like I said, in like the $25 to $50 range that we're gonna be running on the show. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff. And I got a whole bunch of Paris stuff that came in also. So uh that will be Friday. So
Banjo Beans, I'm sending you a message here on Whatnot.
I might also, if you guys were looking for something that was on the boards, maybe we'll have a dollar start board at the end of the show. You know, we'll see how it goes.
That's true.
With how many
Condense
pins are
these
pulled.
back
We
up.
could condense these back up and then run them again for a dollar start.
Right.
Since we're trying to co-sign it and get it going
That
anyway.
day
So
and even Sunday too.
yeah, so do something
Sounds good.
something along those lines. So good to see you guys
Yes.
again. I hope you had a great time. Thank you for keeping the chat up. We
Yes.
appreciate it. We will see you on
Friday,
Friday.
6 p.m.
Bye everybody.
Bye.